The Ford F-150 Tremor. It integrates advanced technology and transforms a rugged machine into a smart, connected, confidence-inspiring command center.
Yeah.
Our sales rep Christina calls it my mobile office. Whenever I'm in, if you ever get a phone call from me, I'm in the truck.
It has Keurig and a Tassimo.
It does not. Not quite that.
Sorry.
But the thing about it is that mid-sized trucks are great for being on light trails. Tremors are there so you can bring everything you own because the payload is so strong. But also the interior is luxury. Steve, let me ask you this: in any car that you've ever owned, have you ever had anything other than fabric seats?
No.
Never had leather seats?
No, I haven't.
Listen, let me introduce you to the F-150 Tremor. Just leather seats in general. Imagine your child spills something on the seat and you're able to just wipe it off.
It's not the rest of your afternoon. Wow.
Wow. That alone might be worth it.
I think so.
I actually, in Kitchener last night, Jesse, you would have laughed at this too. A couple people came up to me and they're like, listen, you guys are doing a pretty compelling job selling the F-150s. Can we see yours?
It must have been good on the drive from Toronto to Kitchener. Like if it was a little snowy, you can handle that road.
And it was last night. 3 hours, by the way, it took in my F-150 to get to Kitchener. It only took an hour 10 back, but I had to go during rush hour.
That's brutal.
And you'll be shocked at the James Snow Parkway. There was snow. Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, long story short, F-150, you should check it out, especially this time of year. It's a great time to test drive it because the roads are a little uncertain. And the thing about being in an F-150 Tremor is you will be certain. Ford.ca/F-150 to build yours now. Again, it's Ford.ca/F-150.
S-D-P. The Steve Dangle Podcast with your hosts, Steve Dangle, Adam Wilde, and Jesse Blake.
Let's go! We're going to start today's show with a guessing game.
A guessing game?
Yes.
What are we guessing?
Well, it's episode number 99 for Agent Provocateur.
Oh,
coming up in episode 99, which is cool. Now, I want to know, because remember the last time we did this, I was like, hey, Steve, take a wild guess, wild swing in the dark about who's going to be on the show. And it was Brad Treliving, right?
Yes.
Which was cool.
Rad Treliving.
Yes. And that was before things went sideways for the Leafs. I don't think he would have done that interview even 2 weeks later, but he did it.
Got it.
Now.
Yeah, impeccable timing.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And Brad was great. Alan was in studio the other week, and obviously we got episode 99, and then we're going to do a big all questions episode for 100 to celebrate, 100 episodes, 5 years of Agent Provocateur, that sort of thing.
Lovely.
Now.
Yes.
Who do you think we would bring on for? Because in hockey, 100 isn't the number, 99 is, right? It's a GOAT number.
Did you get Wayne Gretzky?
Don't rage bait, Steve.
No, we're not getting Wayne Gretzky, but it's a GOAT number. So
we got Cash Patel.
We got Cash Patel.
Oh my God.
No.
No, I'm doing it.
We got Cash Patel's girlfriend. Actually, no.
Cliff Fletcher.
No, that would be cool. But you're on the right track.
Oh.
Now look at my face. It's right here on my face. If you look at my face.
You're handsome. You're clean shaven. Did you get Lou?
Who? What? Who?
Yo, did you get Lou Lamoriello?
We got Lou. What? Lou Lamoriello will be joining Agent Provocateur. We haven't recorded it yet. It'll be this afternoon. But Lou Lamoriello, sir.
That's nuts.
Isn't that nuts? I don't even know what to say to Lou Lamoriello.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm going to be calling him Mr. Lamoriello. Jesse, I think that's the
definitely.
Yeah. And I did shave this morning because I was about to get ready to leave, and I was like, no, you need to shave. Like, you can't. There's no way that your first impression of Lou Lamoriello is going to be with facial hair. No way.
Oh, Alan, he'd be like, Alan, who's this vagabond that you brought on board to? Oh my God,
it's crazy, huh?
Lou Lamoriello?
No,
Lou Lamoriello. Wow.
Yeah.
What a get.
I know. And he and Alan obviously go way back. Did a lot of deals together in New Jersey, specifically. You think about guys like Bobby Holik and that sort of thing, going way back. And so we're kind of pumped to have him on.
What if this is the one?
What do you mean?
Where he gives nothing to anybody, but he goes, all right, here it is. And he just lays it all out. tells you the craziest stories. Here's all the trades that could have happened. He raps. Actually raps.
Has a freestyle. And Clarence Parents had a good marriage.
A diss track that he wrote about Kyle Dubas in 2018. Like, I need it to happen. I need him to drop all of it.
Yeah.
One thing I am going to ask you to bring up is the time he was the president of the New Jersey Nets, the basketball team.
Yes.
I don't think a lot of people know that. He ran the Nets at one point in the early 2000s. I would love if you could ask him about that.
I will ask him about that.
Thank you.
I am going to ask him about the facial hair thing because I think that is a very prominent quirk of wherever he's managed, and I'd love to know his philosophy on it. Why do you want people clean shaven? Why does that matter? What do you think it brings to a team? The Yankees do it. And by the way, the Yankees just reinstituted their facial hair policy. They got rid of it for a couple of years. And then they put out a statement saying, hey, we talked to former pros who are like, no, that's part of being a Yankee is not having any facial hair and you got to do it.
Damn, the Blue Jays bullied them into shaving.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
That's crazy.
I just thought that would be a fun way to start the show.
That absolutely is.
Also,
wow.
a really good baseball player in his day, I believe.
Lou?
Yeah.
Yes.
He played in like a pretty high level of baseball.
And a crazy good college coach too, like college hockey coach.
Yes.
Like underrated. People don't talk about it, but Brian Burke played for him.
Yes.
So it's kind of neat. Like there's this guy's, Alan has this, I think Alan probably knows more about him than most people I've ever met in hockey. And there's some stories I think Alan would love to have Lou tell that are outside of sports that are like, what did you do even before you were playing like baseball? What was your first job? Like stuff like that.
You should get Lou Lamoriello for an hour and only ask him about obscure Allen clients. Not even the big name ones, like really, really obscure.
So
guys.
when you stole Bobby Holik, well, he's not obscure.
No, you got to go several tiers below.
I like
Bobby
that.
Holik.
I like that.
So
Yeah.
there was an AHL contract you signed in 1998. Stuff like that.
He'd remember.
If you listening or watching this right now are like, hey, how can I hear this? You'll be able to hear it Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on the YouTube channel or subscribe to the Agent Provocateur podcast on Spotify or Apple or wherever you get your podcasts. Look out for it then Sunday afternoon or listen to it on your drive Monday morning.
Yay.
However you want. It'll
Absolutely.
be out then.
Now, in the meantime, do you guys want to start Leafs? Should we start Leafs today? Like I figured, we can talk about a lot of things. Do we want to start Leafs? Is that important to you? Do you have anything else that you're like, that's a bigger story than the Toronto Maple Leafs winning a game last night and elevating themselves further out of the basement?
The Toronto Maplebacks?
Are they
Because they're so bad.
4-1 in their last 5?
Uh-oh.
Whoa, watch out. Chugga chugga. Here comes the choo-choo train.
So the Eastern playoff picture is so stupid because I looked at like how far back of a wild card spot they are, and the answer is 4 points.
Yeah.
I was barking up the wrong tree because they're actually 2 points out of third in the Atlantic.
Oh, yeah, the Canadians who they play on Saturday.
They're right behind the Sens in the standings. And I was like, when did the Sens get down here? Because they've been in a playoff spot for most of the season.
Well,
but
when I start with this week, I think I said to you on this show,
Yeah.
they were the only team in the playoff spot in Canada.
right. But they got leapfrogged by, I guess it was Montreal. Because the Atlantic stinks.
Yeah, you ask when, it's like yesterday because they lost one game.
That's crazy.
Like that's how big the disparity is how little the disparity is in the standings right now. You lose one game and all of a sudden you've dropped like 8 spots.
That's how big the parity is.
Yes, how big the parity is. Yeah, they lost. What was it? Who'd they lose to last night? They got demolished.
The Sens?
Yeah, Edmonton was it? That they didn't play Edmonton.
No, that was the
Edmonton
Kraken.
beat the Kraken.
And they, it's
I
funny,
forget.
Didn't they not beat up on the Canadians too, like a day before or 2 days ago?
Oh, it was the Rangers game.
Oh,
4-2
yeah.
yesterday. They lost to the Rangers, and like that one loss because they lose yesterday, and like a couple other teams win on Wednesday, the day before. They move all the way down the standings. It's goofy.
so tight, which is part of like why I've been so anxious this season. I'm like, oh my God, you need to have literally a hot week, which the Leafs have arguably had. Arguably,
I
they're
think
4-1.
I think they're 4-1. I think that's fair.
Yeah, and they're right there.
Yep.
There you are. Oh no, we're right there.
Yeah, Tampa sits in first in the Atlantic. Justin, you can throw that up. because they're 7-3 in their last 10, but they've lost their last 2 games. But being 7-3 in their last 10 gets you first place in the Atlantic, because if you just, like you said, go on a mediocre week, it's good, because every single team you look down their last 10 is like 5-5, 4-4-2, 5-4-1. Everybody is just so even.
So it's
gross.
The 2 wildcard teams have 33 points each. The division leaders have 36 in Washington. And what does Tampa have?
Tampa has 34 points.
34?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay. Have 2 hot weeks. Can we make it 2 hot weeks?
Wow.
You know, easily the funniest outcome is the Leafs are top of the Atlantic by Christmas.
It would be hilarious. And then going back and looking at all the clips of us crashing out. But by the way, I still will stand behind those clips of us crashing out.
I also will 1,000,000%. And like, I don't know, they could also lose the next 3.
Yeah, they're 3 points out of last.
Yeah.
It's
Buffalo's got 26, they got 29.
This is Gary's dream, man. This is Gary Bettman's dream. He wanted a season like this, and I think he's finally got it, where every team is a contender.
Yeah.
Every team is a bum.
So
I think
every game is must watch.
Our conversation yesterday, I think, was like we hit it at the perfect time, because they need to fix the way these wins are doled out, and teams who are winning in regulation as opposed to a coin flip shootout skills competition need to be rewarded more.
Yes.
And we get these ridiculous standings where teams can have, like, they're way below 500 if you count the OTLs and the actual Ls, but they're right there for a lead in a division, and it shouldn't be that case. So I don't know, yesterday or Wednesday's conversation, I think, was the perfect time to have that, because these standings are too goofy.
Well, you know, the thing about it is that, and this is what I always go back to, is when you have a point system like this, you're essentially making everybody mid. I don't watch sports for mid. I watch to see who's the greatest. And the playoffs are a great determiner of that. But I think one of the reasons that we don't value the President's Trophy is A, because it never translates in the playoffs. B, because the regular season it's like we've just never put that much importance into it. And what they're trying to do with this point system is make it matter in March, right? Make more teams matter in March. Mm-hmm. And I think what would make it matter in March, honestly, if you're a real league and you've got national attention, is having great teams chasing a regular season trophy that matters. And, you know, you could always do a minor tournament or something in March too, right? Like, you know how the NBA does their in-season tournament in November? You could do it in March if you wanted.
That's a cultural thing. Like, you can't tell people to just start caring about the President's Trophy.
No, I know, but you can brand it. You can sell it.
It's still not going to work when the playoffs exist. Like, nothing's going to trump the Stanley Cup.
Lil Wayne and Jay-Z went around the world telling people they were the greatest rappers alive. Mm-hmm. Concurrently at the same time. And you would have found people who were like, yep, if you repeat something enough, people will parrot it.
I don't think, no matter how many times you say the President's Trophy is important, the Stanley Cup will always be more important. Yeah. And I don't think it's ever going to come close.
And that's okay.
Like, because there's
be a more important
there's
silver medal.
110 years of history you're battling with, and there's no way, unless you have another 110 years of revolutionizing the President's Trophy, that you can compete with the Stanley Cup and what it means.
Yep. It's easier, in my opinion, to make the NBA's in-season tournament matter than the President's Trophy. Because I think it's easier to take a brand new thing that never existed and from scratch go, wait till you get a load of this.
Yeah.
Whereas the President's Trophy's been around for how many decades? And one day we're all just going to magically be like, this is great.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be like, no, it isn't.
And one thing I always do when I'm picking out my bracket there for the playoffs, which I always do horribly on, but I don't do horribly on this part. When the team who's first in the league, I'm like, that team could get upset. And I don't want to put them to go far, because the President's Trophy winner never does well in the playoffs. It's been so consistent year after year since, like, the Blackhawks did it. Yeah. They won the trophy. But, like, most oftentimes we see the Florida Panthers, who set the all-time wins record, or the Boston Bruins, who set the all-time wins record, go out in the first round.
No, it was Tampa.
Tampa. Yeah. Tampa and then Boston. Like, or Florida wins the President's Trophy that year, and then they...
No. Boston won the. Oh yes,
Florida won the
yes,
President's Trophy and they got eliminated.
Yeah,
And then they brought in Paul Maurice. Did they not?
Yes.
Yeah,
You got.
They did it too.
It's
like
crazy.
I'm listing the President's Trophy's losers in the first round of the playoffs, and you're like, no, it's the other one. I'm like, yes, it's that one. Also that one.
Like,
they all suck.
I got a brand new Blue Jays hat, and it's from when they won the American League, and it says World Series in big letters. And no one looks at you weird for wearing that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody looks at you weird for wearing that. But if you wore President's Trophy champions merch, everyone would be like, "What a friggin' loser!" It'd be like my Leafs 2021 North Division shirt.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I even wore that before it went in the donation bin.
Let the people know you got it for free.
Oh, I got it for free, and so did the next guy.
If you paid Canadian currency for that shirt, everybody should laugh at you forever.
Oh, yeah.
They can laugh at you forever for other reasons.
Yeah.
But not that one.
Hey, would you like to commemorate arguably the most humiliating playoff defeat in a long line of them? Like, what's more humiliating? No, they've won 3 straight. We're not doing this. No.
And in 4 straight games, they have scored on the very first shot of the game. That's right. The Toronto Maple Leafs have scored on the very first shot of the game 4 games in a row, which is bizarre. With Bobby McMahon's, this is from Leafs PR, with Bobby McMahon's goal at 53 seconds of the first period, the Maple Leafs become the second team since 2009-2010 to score on their first shot in 4 consecutive games, joining the Tampa Bay Lightning, who did it from November 20th to November 26th in 2021.
I thought that was such a weird measurement of time.
Yeah, why 09-10?
Well, yeah. They're the first team since this team that did it 4 years ago. And also the measurement of time is 15 years ago.
I didn't get it.
Well, I don't
know why they went with that either, but
it's neat. Just say it's neat.
Or just tell me it's like how many teams have done this ever?
That I would love to know. They might not know the answer because I think there was a time where they didn't count shots.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's where you need to employ people to go back and shot count the games that were on TV.
I would love that.
Yeah, it would be great. And you know, and it being Bobby McMahon, I think is really, really important because the Toronto Maple Leafs are getting goals from their depth and specifically from their third line. Bobby McMahon had 2. I know one of them was an empty netter, but a goal is a goal. And this
did have 2. You're right.
This third line for the Toronto Maple Leafs has been, since they've been put together, 5 games ago, scoring the lights up. Been unbelievable.
Oh my God. It's Scott Lawton, the straw that stirs the drink, apparently.
Yeah.
He's not even on that line.
Yeah.
He just makes it work for some reason. I'd love a deep dive on that, but you're getting the best version of all 3 players on that line. At a time where, like, right now, they're 4-1 in their last 5, but they're not playing perfect hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Like the line that's carried them all season is line 2, and they've been invisible. So you need these performances. Like you go and look at the best teams in the league. Some of them are, they have stars that are just crazy OP, like Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar and Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. But most other teams, looking at the Panthers, any given night, you get solid performances all around, but it's this line that took over, right? It can be
AJ Greer's turn to get 2 goals.
Yeah, the Thomas Nosek game, or the third line flipping the series on its head. This is great. Like it's a line you can be pretty trusting of defensively. They're big but not stupid. They're big but not slow. They have scoring ability. They'll make life difficult for you. What's not to like? Seriously, I love them.
And what I'm curious about, I wanted to drill down on, is you said it's these 3 players bringing out the best in each other. What is Dakota Joshua at his best? Waugh at his best? McMahon at his best? Joshua
and Waugh in particular net front, but Bobby can do it too. It's just typically if there's a loose puck, you would prefer Bobby to get it, I think. And if there's one on the other side of the ice, Waugh probably gets it, and Joshua is maybe the strongest in front. I guess they could kind of rotate Joshua and Waugh. They've been a tandem all season long. and have had good seasons all season long. They just haven't been together all of the time. McMahon's got to use his speed, but he has to win puck battles. It's not enough to just be first on it. And like that goal's a lucky one. Like it hit the post, hit the goalie in the bum, and then went in. But you need those. And I thought Carolina defensively was really shaky in this one. But this is how the Craig Berube Leafs need to beat a team like the Hurricanes, who are probably going to outskate you a little bit, are probably going to have a little bit more of the puck. You got to bully them. And they got underneath them. They shoved them. They didn't really have much of an answer. Obviously they outshot the Leafs, but once the Leafs got into some sort of scoring position, there wasn't really much they could do.
Jesse, we're about to face down a 5-game home streak. So you're going to be at the arena a lot over the next week and a half. Homestand. And one of the guys I am curious about, and Steve mentioned him, is Scott Laughton. And what he is like to chat to, because the thing in Philadelphia was this guy's great. He's all locker room. Also, he's useful on the ice, clearly. But what do you think he brings to this lineup on the ice first, and then I guess off the ice second, that has made him such a factor? Because since he's been back, it's been so unbelievably noticeable. On the PK, he's got a couple goals in a couple games. Like, this is a guy that really seems to galvanize the team.
Yeah, Craig Berube loves him. He uses him like a utility knife. Anywhere he needs a guy to step up and step in and do something, he likes throwing Laughton out there. And we saw it last night where he was up on the second line for a little bit and then back down to where he should be. And like you said, the PK has been so important. They've looked really good, and Laughton's been the entire reason that's been the case since he's been back. And it's weird how important Laughton is to this lineup. I think it isn't good that he's so important. You don't want
they did spend a first-round pick on him.
But you don't want so much of your core resting on Laughton. But since he's here and he's doing good, that's good. So there's nothing to complain about in that sense. And then off the ice, the stuff, everybody loves him. Like, all you hear from the other guys is how funny he is, which doesn't really come across in the little scrums because, like, it's media. They're media trained and all that stuff. But occasionally you see him joking around. Did we play the clip with Mark Masters?
We mentioned it.
We mentioned it last episode, right? Like, those little things come out every now and again, but the guys always talk like he's one of the funny ones on the plane or in the locker room and that sort of stuff. So they love him, and Craig Berube loves using him everywhere.
I liked his interview when he was asked about going at it with Malkin in the Penguins game, because I don't know, I kind of like, he just got here. Obviously, he had an NHL career before this, but I was like, oh, yeah, he was a Flyer. Of course he hates Malkin.
Yeah.
And of course Malkin hates him.
That's the rivalry.
Yeah. I completely forgot about that factor, because when they went at each other, I was like, wait, where the hell did that come from? Like, the kind of the blindside hit. And then, I love him. I know fans have been resentful of the cost. And I understand that. But what I didn't love is when fans were resentful of the cost and they were talking about how bad of a trade it was when the guy hasn't played. I just don't think that's fair. And now that he's playing, please give him a shot.
Yeah.
In
terms of like the fan base getting on his side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, cheer for the guy, for God's sake. What we don't need, and I got to highlight this just because Leaf fans took such a beating this summer. What did Freddie ever do to the fans in Carolina?
Well, he hasn't been good.
No, I know. But like, I haven't seen it that was loud. It was the Bronx cheer for nearly every save he made. And at several points, I want to say second and third period, the Hurricanes were just getting booed. I know they were having a bad game, and I know Freddie's been bad. They're second in the Metro.
Yeah, but you have two goalies on your roster who are better than him, and you're trying to tell your head coach, we don't want to see this guy in our net anymore.
Right.
So why are we playing him? Let's do the thing we do as fans and yell in the stadium.
Yeah.
I think the reaction was totally fair. He's the third best goalie out of their trio.
It's fair, and you're right, but some fans are monsters when they do it, and others are just expressing valid opinions.
Like I'm always on the side of if you're a fan and you want to boo if your team's bad, you can do that.
Whoa.
I agree with you, man. I totally agree. And you know, you got to have Carolina Hurricanes fans are passionate.
Yeah.
They care.
You know what that says to me is though that's a building of smart hockey fans.
Oh.
You know, earlier this year when the Leafs had a PK and Matthews made like a really great play on the PK and he got a round of applause because everyone was just happy and they're like, oh, this is awesome. Those are smart hockey fans. And when you see a goalie make a save on the second shot of the game and you start Bronx cheering him, I'm like, those Carolina fans know puck.
No.
They know what they're doing. And
Consider this. Maybe no one's ever going to sign there ever again.
yeah, now Seth Jarvis is going to leave.
Man, they're so mean to Freddie. That's why he's bad. It can't be the fact that he's playing bad.
Exactly.
100%. You know, what came first? The toxic fans or the goalie laying an egg? You know? They're the reason he's bad. You're right.
If he was
You see how
playing
stupid
well,
this sounds when we apply it to others?
if he was playing well, they would be cheering him. And
Yes.
if not, so they're like, get him out of the net, play Bussy more.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But
That's
you were asking, your original point was why are they getting on him?
No, I know. I was just surprised. Because, I don't know.
You like Freddie. You have a soft spot in your heart for him.
Kind of. It depends which year of Freddie we're talking about.
Yeah, which time of year?
Yeah,
for
the
Freddie?
end. Well, the end was tough. The end of Freddie Anderson in Toronto was tough, and there was a time where Hurricanes fans were like, "Bleh," because he was so good there.
Yep.
It just surprised me.
Right. And he's coming to the end. Like he's 36. His contract's going to be expiring at the end of this year.
A hard 36.
Yeah, who knows how much time he's got left. This is kind of the end part of the athlete's career, and we'll usher him off into the sunset.
Yeah.
Until he goes to Edmonton and wins a cup.
Of course. Now,
But Adam was talking about Lawton.
Lawton is just I've been singing his praises since he came back. The guy rocks, and I do think the Leafs need good dressing room guys, but it's funny the type of dressing room guy he is. I feel like just sort of he's able to kind of come in and he doesn't have to be the biggest personality, but he just kind of he's like it's like he just kind of grows in and all of a sudden you don't realize it, but he's like one of the big personalities in the dressing room, and it just happened by accident.
The captain of the fourth line.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the fourth line has been working, right?
Yeah.
Lawrence, Robertson, and Lawton. Now,
I've never seen Robertson this happy.
no, he looks great.
He looks like he's having the time of his life.
And, he can play a little bit of his game. Now, in terms of like, one of the things we've never been able to say, I think, this season is that the top line, and Berube said it, so I feel like I'm okay to say this, carried the Toronto Maple Leafs last night in a big way, especially through the second period, which has been their Achilles heel.
Carried Sebastian Aho too,
Yes.
literally. Oh
Matthew
my God.
Nyes, I want to bring this goal up, Jesse, if we can.
Sure.
This Matthew Nyes goal, if you guys missed this, I can just imagine this being on Rock'em Sock'em from Don Cherry. Like, you know what I mean? Christmas Day, you'd open up the VHS and whatever. This would be one of the highlighted moments on Rock'em Sock'em, for sure. And the reason for that is it's all like he does not give up. And we keep talking about power forward options around the league. There's like Tom Wilson. I think Matthew Olivier's in that, but he's like a lower threshold. Because he's powerful, but he's not going to do these kinds of plays.
There's more than there used to be.
Like, who else would you put in that category?
Tage a little bit, kinda. He's a little bit different. Oh man, I had a name. Where did it go?
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
We can get to the goal here.
Yeah.
The point is...
Oh, Brady
Tkachuk. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And listen, I'm not saying Matthew Nyes is Brady Tkachuk. I'm saying he's better. No, I'm kidding. I'm saying that this goal is effort. So he is able to tip the puck around Shane Gostisbehere, who's not known for his incredible defense, but he does play a very important role for the Canes. And Nyes is able to get past him. Aho is back, and Aho's not slow. Nyes falls on one knee, gets back up, drives Aho to the side, gets in front of him, and beats Freddie on the backhand. Like this goal, and by the way, the Canes were out shooting the Leafs by double at this point. This goal is
Yeah.
disgusting.
Those fluffy shots.
Oh,
Well, and
Fake
also
shots.
they had
Get
the
outta
Leafs
here.
had not had a power play at this point in the game.
no.
I'll say this. I don't think the Carolina Hurricanes did a single thing wrong on this play. Like, okay, Gostisbehere got beat at the blue line. Well, what happened was a fluke play where he loses his stick. Then what he does is he stays with Nyes and he knocks Nyes to his knees the only way that he can,
Yeah.
which slows him down enough for the next guy who is an all-world player. And he gets thrown like a rag doll.
Yeah.
Also,
Get out of my way!
you'd like Freddie to stop this.
Yeah. You need a save there. You need a save
I don't
there.
know. I think
Like that backhand's sneaky though. I will give Freddie that.
Yeah.
That's a
Totally.
sneaky backhand.
totally.
Sometimes a good goal is a good goal. Like the first one, I understand fans' frustration. The second one is the hockey gods hate you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a great player doing great player shit.
Yeah.
And then Matthews 1T. Like, I don't know. I think Max, Freddie maybe should have had a couple of them, but Max.
Max, like half the goals.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Half the goals.
Listen, I'm being nice here. I'm really trying.
Man, it looked like
I'm
prime
trying.
Freddie Anderson going into a game 3 against Boston.
Wait, no, game 3, he was sick.
Oh, game 4 then?
He was Mr. Game 3.
Ah, okay.
If you go back and look, he was Mr. Game 3.
Game 4 then.
It was, after that.
BetMGM. It's your home for everything fun. Official sports betting partner, by the way, of the National Hockey League. Has everything for action on the ice. Jesse,
Yes.
what are we looking at this weekend?
Well, you've been advocating at the beginning of the show for the President's Trophy to really matter.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we take a look at the favorites to win the President's Trophy
Okay.
and who you guys would pick? So the Avalanche are the runaway favorites. It's not even close. You're not even getting money back. You're betting $2 and you get $1 back. They're 1.5 odds. So they're heavy favorites. Second place, the Stars, 7-1 to catch the Avs.
Considering they're second, 7-1 for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's interesting.
I like that a lot.
I like that.
Third,
bet.
the Hurricanes, who the Leafs just beat, 10-1.
The Hurricanes? They're 10 points behind the Avs
Yeah.
right now.
Lightning, 16-1. Fourth best odd.
They're also 10 points behind the Avalanche right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why the Avs are the heavy favorites,
Exactly.
right?
That's why it's not even close. Fifth, the Golden Knights, 23-1.
What?
So I'll read off the top 10 here quickly, and then I want your President's Trophy pick, not the Avs. It's Avs, Stars, Hurricanes, Lightning, Golden Knights, Capitals, Devils, Kings, Oilers, Wild, Panthers, Canadians, Ducks.
Oilers.
There, I got way down there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think you went down too far. 7-1. Give me Dallas.
For the Stars, yeah.
What are the Caps odds, Jess?
Justin, you can throw that up there. Caps, 31-1.
So here's the deal. The Caps are currently third in the league. So if you wanted to drop $2 on it, they are 8 points away from the Avs. But as we saw last year when Minnesota and Winnipeg got out way ahead of everybody, you get injuries midway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe somebody gets injured at the Olympics. You can fall. I kind of like taking the Caps. Why not?
I don't hate that.
Sixth most likely to win the President's Trophy.
Because I don't see a lot of the Caps even going to the Olympics, right? Like Ovi's not going clearly.
Yeah.
Your Tom Wilson is, but like who else is? So a lot of these guys are going to come back rested.
Their goaltender.
Their goaltenders going on.
It's not a given.
Yeah,
It's not a given.
not a given. I don't know. 31-1. That's crazy.
That
for the
feels like a
third place team.
Yeah, that's good value.
Yeah, that's. I think you nailed the one that you would probably look at and say if the Avs are going to lose this, it might be to them.
The Hurricanes one is really interesting because they're only in fifth, but again, 10 points out.
Aren't the Capitals also like on a 6-game heater? Aren't
They're 9-1-0 in their last 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6-game win streak. You're right. Yeah, so they're pretty good.
Yeah. No, they could just keep that going and catch them.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I would go with. Jesse, have you made your pick? Would it be the Avs? Would you get your $1 back?
No, we got to do the non-Avs pick.
Okay.
I like the Capitals in the East. I think you nailed it there. Also, Golden Knights. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? No, nobody's on.
No.
They catch the Avs.
No.
Well, I mean, they are 12 points out
Okay.
14,
It's early.
That's what's so hilarious about that is that puts them 12th in the league.
Goaltending's definitely hurt them.
And if Carter Hart can pull it together, and Aiden Hill can come back, well,
How far back are the Stars?
Stars are second place.
How far?
3 points. Okay. 3 points. Sorry.
Only 3 points back of the Avs? Oh my God. Stars.
Okay.
Who am I? Yeah.
All right.
Shut up. Yeah.
So
Stars.
go to betmgm.com for terms and conditions. 18 plus to wager. Ontario only. Please play responsibly. If you have any questions or concerns about your gambling or somebody close to you, please contact Connects Ontario at 1-866-531-2600 to speak to an advisor free of charge. BetMGM operates pursuant to an operating agreement with iGaming Ontario.
I'm a little shocked at the demeanor of Steve Dangle coming into today and talking about this game.
Oh,
Interesting.
really? Okay.
Because the narrative that I'm hearing out of the Toronto media, who is terrifying, is that Joseph Woll is out again.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The sky is falling because the Leafs have no healthy goaltenders in terms of their starters that have come into the season.
Right.
Stollers and Woll have not played a single game this season together.
Yeah.
It's so now you're going to have Hildeby, who has 9 career starts, and Akhtamov, who has 0 career starts as your starting goal.
Akhtamov, sir.
Akhtamov, whichever way you want to say.
I am ready to fight to the death over that.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, no, I know.
Whatever Gord Miller tells us on the broadcast, that's what we're going to go with. Those are your 2 starting goaltenders, and it looks like it's going to be till at least the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows about Joseph Woll?
Oh, you just pulled that number out of your bum.
I think it's safe to say. A couple weeks now, you give him off, and then you get the little break in between the Christmas.
I think you sound like Steve Dangle.
Uh-oh.
You're being a pessimist.
I'm wondering why you are so positive about this situation.
Because I believe in the beast. That's why.
Okay.
So I sent it to you. You don't have to put it up on the screen, I
We'll throw it
guess.
up.
But Myrtle tweeted this from moneypuck.com. Very small sample size.
James Myrtle of
but-
The Athletic.
Yes. Jim. Slender Man.
Which he loves that.
He loves it. From moneypuck.com, top goalies in terms of goals saved above expected per 60 with a minimum of 7 appearances. Devin Cooley is number 1. Dennis Hildeby's friggin' number 2, dude. He's the second best goalie in the NHL by goals saved. Goal save above expected per 60. It's a bit of a long stat.
The only pushback there is that it's different when you're coming in for spot starts. He's had
Completely,
more relief appearances than he's had starts this season.
He has
When
one win.
When you are the everyday starter, and Adam said they're going on a 5-game homestand, if he's got to start 5 out of 5,
Yeah.
I think that number's a little different. It'll either be true if he's still up there. It's like, oh yeah, that's the real number, or it comes down and that's where it is in reality.
Well, and what I have to say, one of the issues I've had, Jesse, specifically for that reason, is the passing lanes and the way the Leafs concede their blue line and how easy it is to get cross ice passes going on in the Leafs defensive zone. When Hildeby went in last night, I didn't see that. And Carolina is a team known for that. They're known for outside shots, high volume, wear you down, try to crack you, right? That's their thing. Sort of like the way the Jays play baseball.
Yeah.
And I look at what they did with Hildeby last night. They didn't give him much to have to work with. Now, is that fair that 5 games of Toronto Maple Leaf hockey are going to be like that? I don't think so. Not against Montreal, Tampa, San Jose, Edmonton, and Chicago. All 5 of those teams have very, very strong offenses. But if the Leafs are able to, let's compare this Montreal Saturday night to 2 weeks ago when, there was 2 goals in a couple of minutes and they snapped in half.
That was insane.
If you're able to have a scenario where, let's say, you can cut the high danger scoring chances that Montreal's going to get in half, I feel like Hildeby's going to be able to handle that. But they are going to have to pay particular attention to their defense now. And it's been the defense that has driven a lot of what's happened in the last 5 games, right? But it's going to have to be even more. And you hoping and praying that no one else goes down too.
Yeah, I mean, geez, this season is just whoever has the most guys. Like, it's league wide. It's crazy.
Injuries everywhere.
Everyone's going down any given night. It's kind of been fun because any given night you're looking at the other team going, I don't know these people. Who the hell is that? Oh, they just scored. How Leafs. But Hildeby, his game, the last, I'm going to say like 3 games-ish, just because those are the most fresh, reminds me a bit of Stoller's last year, where he's making impressive saves. They're good, but they're not like jaw-dropping that, the team abandoned him. That's a goal if any other freak of nature is in net. He's just been real solid and very positionally sound. You couldn't say that last year. Last year, he got himself in a position, and this is the only way I know how to describe it, where it looks like his equipment doesn't fit. I've said that about many goalies over the years. Garrett Sparks, I think, was number one among them. When he was at his worst, it looked like his equipment didn't fit. Binnington at his worst, to talk about a goalie who's been around for a while and played a lot, his equipment looks like it doesn't fit when he's playing like shit. It's the weirdest thing. But Hildeby has been very, very sound. Like, forget the goal save above expected. His actual save percentage is .919. And, I know starts are a different beast. But as far as third goalies go, you look around the NHL, you could do a lot worse than Beast.
Jonas Siegel, after the game, wrote about the Woll injury in The Athletic, and he had this update, which is the best we're going to get out of the Leafs. Today's an off day, so we're getting nothing today, and then we'll see what they want to say at Morning Skate on Saturday. But he said that the 27-year-old was accompanied by Todd Bean, the Maple Leafs massage therapist, an osteopathic practitioner. Yeah. Which suggests he was headed for treatment on the injury that knocked him out of Thursday's game. Perhaps a soft tissue injury, like the groin tightness that kept him out for 3 weeks last fall. So that was when Woll was leaving the arena, or leaving the dressing room area with Todd Bean.
I mean...
So there's a guess.
It didn't look... He when did he get hurt? I know he finished the period and he didn't come out.
Yeah, so he was shaking his leg here, I think. Yeah, he had a save here in the middle of the second, late to end second, where he's shaking his leg.
Yeah, like, I don't know. He's not getting, like, helped off the ice or anything. Like, I don't know. I think we're talking, like you said, I think worst case scenario, like Christmas, and he comes back after Christmas.
Mm-hmm. In and around Christmas, probably.
There's some important games between now and Christmas.
Totally.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And like, that's sneaking up. It's December 5th. Like, we're talking 10 games-ish, and we're already in the new year.
Yeah.
Like, it's not far.
But, you're Dennis Hildeby. This is the gig. Get in there, make saves.
It's the unexpected gig, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have two starting goaltenders.
Yes.
Now the AHL starters, you're number one.
It's a little more expected for this team, though, isn't it? like they have Stollers and Woll, who are both. We know two things about those guys. They're going to stop the puck. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're going to be at work tomorrow.
And I think that's the larger conversation
at a
with
certain
the two goaltenders that the Leafs have decided to lock up.
When a few people have floated it, Kyprios, I think, was most recent in the Toronto Star. And Jesse, I think you threw it into one of our group chats yesterday. Do you trade a goalie to try to recoup some assets, blah, blah, blah.
Steve Dangle said that.
Oh, Steve Dangle said that. I don't think...
On this podcast.
I don't think you can. You got two goalies who haven't shown you that they can play over 40 games in a season. And until such time as I get that a couple years in a row, I'm hanging on to all three of them. Not possible. You can't do it. And it's a shame, but that is sort of where we're at. Unless you know that Akhtiamov is ready to go. Yeah, and I think they need to give him more time.
There's no way to know until you see him. So there might be a game or two where
he plays.
Here you go. Let's see what we got. Kind of like they did with Hildeby last year. And the answer was, ooh, no, he's not even kind of ready. He's stepped into the net this year and we went, oh, shit.
Do you think Living sat there and was like, whoa,
yeah. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, like the Family Guy impression of Robin Williams?
Yeah.
Hey, oh, no. Hey, oh, no. But like, let's go glass half full here. What if Hildeby is downright adequate?
Yeah.
And he does a good job. And then all of a sudden, you have three perfectly worthy goalies. And you have the enviable option of doing nothing. Mm-hmm. Or one thing you could try in the offseason You know, some people are like, well, what if you moved off of Hildeby? I think we even talked about it. Let me pitch something insane to you. What if you move one of the other guys?
I think you can get more at this point if you were to move off of Woll or Stolarz, because there's proven talent there. And with Hildeby, it's still magic beans in that he's started 9 career games.
And there's cost control. Because I think Hildeby has one more year at it's a really manageable number. It's like 800 something.
Yeah.
But then after that, like, let's say he turns, let's say it's best case scenario and he's just as good as those guys. Because of the cap going up, you could be looking at like a Philip Gustafsson type contract where he's making over 5. Now, this is glass half full. So you're like, whoa, you're giving Hildeby all this money? Yes, because in my Fantasyland scenario, he's great now.
Yeah, you know, that's the scenario we're playing out. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that thought experiment is decent. Like, what if Hildeby is good? You have assets now to go get something to help the rest of your team.
Yeah.
And assets isn't something the Leafs have right now.
No.
They don't have the luxury of having first round picks they can move out. They don't have the luxury of having Minton anymore to move out.
No.
You know, like, they don't have these guys that they can trade, or Grebenkin. So
Right.
they need something to materialize so that they can help the rest of the roster and trade from your strengths to help your weaknesses.
You know what you could probably find this offseason for pretty cheap is a third goalie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this is the
If you had
this
the
is-
Murdog, if you had Matt Murray still, I would be more open to it.
right? Well, this is what teams try to have happen. Is they try to have their third goalie or backup goalie come up and challenge and
Push
maybe
another one.
even push
Yep.
the other guy out. Like one situation I've been kind of thinking about this season as he sort of enters the Calder conversation with his 4 shutouts is Jesper Wallstedt.
Mhm.
Philip Gustafsson's locked up, like, to starter money in Minnesota. So what do you do there? Oh, wait a sec. You know what you do there? In the meantime, have 2 elite
Yep.
goalies.
Awesome problem to have.
Awesome problem, and you will not have trouble if you need to move off of one, going to a team, the Oilers, and going, would you like one of our really, really, really good goalies?
There's like 30 teams who want good goalies. Like,
Yeah.
it's a great luxury, and the Leafs might just find their way into that situation through the injuries of Woll and Stolarz. These are the contracts, by the way, for the 3 goalies. Woll's making 3.6. You can throw it up. Woll's making 3.6 for the next 2 seasons after this one. Stolarz is making 3.75, that new contract that kicks in. That's going to be 4 years starting next year. And then Hildeby is signed for $841 for the next 2 seasons after this season.
I did
and
not
then
know that.
in 28-29 is still an RFA. So it's a little different than how you're outlining. He's very cost controlled, and he makes no money.
Bradley.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Brad loves a long-term extension for a Benoit, a Bobby McMahon, who else?
Marshall Rafai's on a 3-year contract.
Yeah. Loves those kinds of deals.
Like,
But it works out. It's good.
glass half empty. So he's no good, and they don't win a ton. I've been yelling and screaming, do something when it comes to the offense or it comes to the defense. I don't know that there's something to do here. Like, if your third goalie is inadequate and you have 2 multi-million-dollar goalies ahead of him, I think at some point it does fall under the category of shit happens.
Yeah.
And you're just like, well, we have 2 very good goalies. They're both hurt.
And right now, there's no reason to believe that Hildeby can't handle this role here for a little bit while Joseph Woll, if it's the strain there, he gets that fixed. So I feel like there's enough evidence here. It's like, hey, we can trust Hildeby. You know, go out there, do your thing. Let's see if you sink or swim, you know?
And the
it'll be
Canes,
fun.
the Canes have been running 3 goalies for years. It works for them. And
Yeah.
they decided to put Ranta and Freddie Anderson on the same team and expect them to play more than 20 games apiece.
I mean,
Right? It's sort of the Leafs position.
it's a little bit of the forerunner to this.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And they had Kochetkov coming in, right? And he's now in Utah, and they have Bussy now.
coming in. No,
Bussy?
Kachekov's still there.
Oh, Kochetkov?
Yeah, it's Kochetkov, Bussy, and
Who am I getting
Anderson.
confused with? Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Those are the 3.
Nedeljkovic. I mean, they've been
Cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite the Steve Yzerman way of doing goaltending where you get 800 goalies in your organization, all of them are shit, and you play all of them at once. Plus,
Cam Talbot was an all-star. How dare you?
like, we're going to sign more goalies every day.
You know, what I love about the segment we just had there is that I started it talking about Toronto's first line, and we did not get to talk about Toronto's first line.
We did. We talked about Matthew Nice.
We talked about Matthew Nice.
We did a whole thing on Matthew Nice.
But the first line is what I wanted to hit, so I'd like to hit the other two.
No. Well, I do need to give flowers to two people in particular.
Give it to me.
And it's the other 2/3 of that first line.
Give it to me.
Max Domi on the wing.
Yeah.
Finally!
We like that.
Finally! Oh my God. Look at the look on Matthew's face when he scores that goal. Mm-hmm. He's happy to be playing with Max. Sometimes there's a fit. Like, I don't know if that's a permanent first line player. I don't. But sometimes there's a fit, and you have a guy who has many flaws to his game, but gosh darn it, he has offensive vision. And he can find Matthew's stick like few other guys on the team. And Matthews can still rip that damn thing. I think they might make beautiful music together.
They have made beautiful music together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They've done this.
In the past. We need it now.
Well, yeah.
And
but what I'm saying is there's proof of concept here.
Right. Which is why I was playing
We need to put Marner back on that line.
freaking guys together. Oh my God. And now they have.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I want to say too, it's been nice to see, like, Matthews before the injury versus Matthews after the injury has been different. I don't think he was this good before the injury. I kept watching him going, what the hell's wrong? Like, you're not taking over space. You're not, and maybe it's partially the line mates that you're playing with.
Yeah.
But I didn't
Deployment.
feel like they were deployment part of it too, with getting a lot of defensive zone starts. I'm seeing, like, you're noticing him again. You're noticing him and you're feeling like, okay, this guy's truly in control when he's out.
He's a factor. His sniffs per 60 have skyrocketed.
I like that.
Like, I don't know if the goals are, I mean, like, he is scoring more, but the sniffs per 60 are crazy. He's on a 4-game point streak.
You know, we're here to talk about Skyscanner a little bit with Rob Adcock. Now, Rob, you are, for people in North America that don't know, how would you describe yourself? You are a content creator, but you're well known.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because this is a conversation I have with my mum and dad regularly when they wanted me to be a doctor. And I'm like, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly to different countries and I'm going to watch soccer for a living. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it'll be absolutely fine. And they're like, I would have preferred you have gone to university. But here we are.
Well, I got to tell you, by the way, you can call it football. We're Canadian.
Yeah, I appreciate you saying soccer, but you can call it football if you want.
I can tell it kills you. Like, I get it.
It really does. We were in LA and New York over the last couple of weeks doing different things ahead of the World Cup, and when they kept calling it soccer, it was just like little bits of my heart were just breaking. But it's like, it's okay, I can be flexible, I can roll with it.
So, I saw when you were in LA, you were at SoFi Stadium where the Rams play. Like, that's my favorite football team. That must have been awesome.
What a place that is. I've never seen anything like it. It's quite interesting. I always think that people from North America, whenever you speak to them about football, they all like coming over here and seeing like the famous old football grounds, like Liverpool's ground, Anfield, and all that kind of stuff. Whereas English people, because we haven't got new stadiums, we look like Tottenham because that's quite new. Whereas the SoFi Stadium is unbelievable. You walk, it's like you're in a spaceship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's pretty
it's
cool. I've always wanted to go. I think they're bored in the middle too, which is like,
it's unbelievable.
It's very
so
cool.
futuristic.
Yeah.
I kicked it. I don't really mention this unless like every 5 minutes, but I kicked a field goal. It's just a little thing. I don't know if it means anything to you.
How many yards? Do you know?
We work in meters in England, and it probably wasn't many. So I'll move. The best bit about it was I did what would it be in terms like a drop goal in English rugby.
Yeah.
And all my mates who are fans of the NFL was just like, that is not real. My bubble burst so quickly. It was painfully beautiful.
So Rob, like, here's the thing. We got the big draws are happening today for the big soccer tournament next summer.
Yeah.
And obviously one of the things that we sort of admire and love and wish we had in Canada and the United States, the same way you guys have it in Europe, is you guys are used to taking like a weekend flight and going to a different country, right? And our countries are so big, it's like you take a weekend flight, you'd be in the same country 6-7 hours away on the plane.
And you got to plan for like a year to do it.
Yeah, 100%. And it's expensive, but Skyscanner kind of makes it easier for you to pop around and watch all these football matches because it's low cost, right?
Yeah, exactly that. So you fly for 4 hours, you haven't even got to change your currency. You're absolutely fine. Whereas us, we've got changes like that. Yeah, Skyscanner is basically made what I do possible, because what it does so well is it gives you so many different options. So again, you probably already learned that I am quite a bit of a geek, but like if I've got spare time, and as you can imagine as a content creator, I have quite a bit of that. I'll just jump on and just look for different places to go to. And for me, it's all about, Skyscanner makes it easy to get those new experiences and go to different places and see different things and meet different people. And it's like, I wouldn't be talking, like I genuinely believe I wouldn't be talking to you guys now if I hadn't done something like this. And it's all down to Skyscanner, really.
Where's your favorite place you've been in the past year?
Here we go. Right. So I was hoping you were going to ask me that. So we've just come back from New York. My friend and I went to New York last week. I love New York. Last time we went via Toronto again. Mm-hmm. Fantastic place. Love it. I went in the south of Spain. So I work with a football club in England called Stoke City. So the people that might know, I understand.
We've heard of them.
I've spent a lot of time working at the Olympics. A lot of my friends are from Canada. And every time I call it ice hockey, that's like them calling it, rather than just calling it hockey.
Right.
That's like them calling it soccer to me.
Yeah.
And we went to the south of Spain, and we went to Cadiz, Jerez, and Sevilla. And they are, if you are over in Europe at any point, go to those three places. You don't hear about them loads. They're not like your Madrids. They're not your Barcelonas or anything like that. But for me, those are three absolute beautiful places. Then we spend a lot of time in Italy. We're going to be there for the Olympics for Milan. Obviously,
you got to check out the ice hockey while you're.
Of course, I'll be there.
Jesse, we'll see.
Yeah,
yeah. So we'll be there for 2 months. So I love north of Italy. Turin. We were there at the start of the year for the Special Olympics. Turin's a beautiful place. But yeah,
So
traveling's amazing.
What's the best place in Europe? If you're going to jump on, you're searching Skyscanner and you see this location come up, what's the best place to see a soccer game?
So soccer.
Or
Soccer
football.
game, right?
He called it a soccer
fine.
game. Did that hurt your heart?
Football match.
No, I'm okay with it. I've just got a slight twitch. It's completely unrelated. I really like going to Italy because I think the culture is a lot different there when it comes to football. It's a lot like lower leagues in England. Again, obviously, I'm going to say I support Nottingham Forest, so I'm going to say come and see a Nottingham Forest match. And I would like to open an invitation to all of you, if not everyone watching and listening. Obviously, I've got hundreds of thousands of tickets, but you three, if you come across, you could be my guest. Come to Stoke City, come to Nottingham Forest. But again, northern Italy is very good. South of Italy is good. It's like, even though it's the same country, it's a completely different kind of atmosphere when it comes to watching the football. And again, places in Spain, brilliant. Porto, unbelievable. I did this thing a couple of years ago where I went every single round of the Champions League without going to the same country twice. So we went everywhere from Poland to Iceland to Malta, all these places which have just flying all the flights on Skyscanner, and it just changed it all for me.
Oh, it's beautiful. Now, I know there is one thing that you mentioned before having you on that you wanted to show the audience. And I think that this is an important thing because these are very rare where you come from, but ubiquitous where we come from. Rob, please go ahead. Yes. I'm not going to ruin it.
Okay, right. So this is not set up. I'll just be clear. I have not purchased this just to try and curry favor with you. Okay, this is a genuine thing that I wear around my house and around my area in Stoke-on-Trent. Okay.
Let's see it.
Hey, yes, sir. Auston Matthews.
For anybody listening, that is an Auston Matthews Toronto Maple Leafs jersey.
It's a legit. How did you get that?
Yeah.
Do you buy that at a store nearby, or what's the deal?
So I've got a friend who lives in Toronto, and we do a jersey swap every year. So I'll send. So hello to George. I know he listens to this. Actually, I rang him when I told him I was coming on last night. I rang him to let him know, and he's like, "Oh, that's amazing." So hello to George.
Shout out George.
Because, so that's for him. And then I've got another friend who works for the Golden Knights, and he wants me to start wearing Golden Knights stuff. His name is Darren Millard. I think he used to do stuff.
Oh, what?
What? You know Darren Millard?
Darren Millard's your friend?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's great. You can't wear that jersey.
Yeah. No, I won't wear it. He sent me some Vegas Golden Knight tags, like to put on my luggage.
Yeah.
I used them once and they went. So I just think someone in JFK Airport saw the Golden Knights tags and just like, nope, off you go.
Wow.
If I were to use Skyscanner to go anywhere to see a game, it would be the Leafs Mitch Marner game in Vegas.
Yes.
I've been to a game in
Yes.
Vegas. Best atmosphere, I think, in hockey right now, based on the arenas I've been to. Like, that would be the trip that'd be on my list.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's awesome down there.
Here's the deal. Check out Skyscanner for your cheaper flights and places like if you want to go somewhere quickly and you I know people like this. Like my wife is like this, loves to monitor a flight. loves to watch the prices, right, Rob? This is the place to go.
This is the thing. So it's the best feature is this price alerts. So in effect, say you're planning, like you mentioned a little bit earlier on, if you're planning to go to someone's, maybe you're going to a sporting event, maybe you and your friends have got a thing, well, like you want to go to Vegas, you think, right, I'll keep an eye on that. We all know that prices can go up and down. Whereas this is a feature that Skyscanner have got where you can keep an eye on the price of the flight. So if it goes down, if it goes up, you'll know when to buy at the perfect price. But also just do what I do. Not everything I do, but just do what I do and just go on there and just have a little flick through, see if there's other places that you've always wanted to go to. And some of the deals that you can get are amazing.
I love it. All right, Rob. Rob, let's give you a little shout out. Where can people find you?
So the best place to find me is probably on TikTok, which again feels, as a grown man, feels a strange sentence to say out loud. But it's forgive me when I say this, right? So when I set up this account, I honestly didn't think that this was going to be my main job. So I set up the name Rob Did a TikTok, which isn't even grammatically correct because that's how much I didn't care about the account at the time. But now it is obviously what I do for a living. So Rob Did a TikTok on TikTok. I'm just about to release a video where I went to 3 American sports in 3 different states in 3 days.
Wow.
So we went to see the Blackhawks, went to see the Wisconsin Badgers, and we went to see the Bulls on 3 separate days. Wow. And then what was the other thing that we went to see? Oh yeah, and then on Instagram it's at Rob Adcock, ROBADCOCK.
All right, Rob, it was great to meet you. Thanks for coming on, and check out Skyscanner for your best prices in airfare, especially with a couple of pretty big tournaments coming on in February and then June, July next year as well. It's the place to be. Rob, hopefully we see you in Milan.
Hey, whenever you come to Stoke-on-Trent, I've got you some tickets.
Apparently, Rob Brindamore was super pissed the entire night on the bench. Mike Johnson kept talking about it in the commentary. He was like...
His team or the refs?
No, he was just mad. I think mostly at the team.
Yeah.
I don't think it started well. But, I mean, ultimately, do you guys feel like Carolina played a bad game?
I didn't think it was good, honestly.
Okay.
I didn't like the team on the first goal. The team didn't really do anything wrong on the Nyes goal and just got bullied anyway, which I think has been a league-wide criticism of them. What was the second goal? The second goal. Oh, Lawton. I mean, that shit happens. And then, yeah, the Matthews goal, the 4-1 goal is like a 4-on-1.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Right.
Yeah, no, it wasn't very good. Like the curve is different for the Hurricanes. And we talked about this, I feel, when they lost in the playoffs. We're like, what was the stat I heard last night? They've won 9 straight first-round series or something like that.
The Carolina Hurricanes?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was some crazy stat like that. But they can't... like, how many years, despite doing well, ending up in the final 8, sometimes the final 4, how many times have they been talked about like a legitimate contender? Like, there's
rare.
Kind of this ceiling there. And we were talking about, legitimately, we're like, does Rod Brindamore get fired? I'm kind of the opinion he's every year a top 5 coach. But here they are again. Like, they do remind me of, they've had more success than the Leafs, obviously, but they remind me a bit of like the sort of Keefe era
I think
Leafs.
The ethos upstairs would be that, every chance you give yourself in the second and third round, somebody could be injured, somebody could be whatever. Like you just take the opportunity.
Yeah, but it's never you. It's never you.
But get there.
Okay, great.
I mean, it's further than the Leafs have gotten, right?
Well, yeah, but like
they got to the conference
but
final.
the Leafs, even though they haven't gotten as far, it's the same logic. You know what? Well, we dominate the regular season, just get to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And you lost to all different styles and different teams and coaches, and
They're not very big.
it didn't take long for that shit to get old, right? And I don't know. Like, they're very clearly not a bad hockey team.
Jesse, do you agree with what Steve's saying?
That Brindamore should be fired.
No,
that they're not bad.
no.
That which part?
More like the ethos of the Carolina Hurricanes, which is high shot volume, smallish players, great team game. It consistently works for them in the regular season, and frankly, they've taken advantage of a metropolitan division that hasn't been that strong in recent years. Specifically last year, like Jack Hughes going down and all that stuff. Do you think that perhaps Carolina needs to change their ethos and get a little bigger up front, or get a little bigger in their game?
I don't know if that's the problem. I think in the playoffs, they definitely miss the game-breaking X factors, and they tried to solve it by getting Rantanen. And they couldn't get him to stick around. Something like that is a game changer for them. I think the idea that every couple of years you're in the conference finals is a good thing, and that you have to keep giving yourself those kicks at the can. You are clearly a very successful team. You are doing something right here. You're just missing some sort of extra sauce, whatever it is, to get over that hump. Maybe it's better goaltending. Maybe it's the guy who can put in an extra goal, because they've always kind of lacked that. But they're just missing. They're a bit like one piece away. I wouldn't change what they're doing because it's very close.
So it's not a matter of stripping. It's a matter of finding what to add.
You gotta
add a star.
And the Carolina Hurricanes have played this thing out, I think, beautifully, in that they still have the assets in the room to go add to their team. This is a team that every single year has the ability to add. And right now, this is going to be a very good team going to the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to be in the competition for the conference finals again. And if somewhere along the line, whether it's at the trade deadline or a little earlier, they're able to add that piece, or maybe it's next offseason again where they add another free agent, like, they are one thing away from winning a Stanley Cup.
Can I point out someone who was a big offseason acquisition and has been extremely mid?
Mm-hmm.
Nikolai Ehlers.
Yeah, like they thought last offseason they'd be in on one of the top guys out there, and they had to settle on Ehlers.
I barely noticed him.
Yeah, it turns out he's not that guy right now, but there's no reason he couldn't play into that a little bit more.
He's a very good player.
He's relatively new. Like, he could get better, but like in 26 games, 5 goals, 11 assists, 16 points.
Look at Logan Stankoven's numbers too.
Yeah. His last goal was against the Leafs. The last time.
Yeah.
That was another thing they said on the broadcast. I'm like, freaking really?
I mean, that's part of the thing, is that a lot of players don't want to play within that system. Like, it's not.
He has
especially
11
high-scoring
points.
guys. Yeah.
I thought he was way better than that. And it should be mentioned they didn't have Keandre Miller last night, which I'm sure threw a bit of a wrench in the friggin' D-core. He's only played 19 games.
Yeah, they didn't have Keandre Miller. They didn't have Jacob Slavin. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? I feel like that should go higher on the list. And
yeah, but Miller was new.
Sure. But like, this is a team, I'm talking about the room to maneuver. They currently have $11 million in cap space. Their projected cap space is $8 million.
They always do.
They always do. And they're finally using it, bringing in Ehlers, trying to do the Rantanen deal, and then flipping that and making it at least the Stankoven deal.
Yeah.
And then they're going to keep adding on to that. And I think you shouldn't mess with a good thing right now. I don't think it's quite Leafs, where you've tried with Marner and Matthews and Nylander.
Leafs had no flexibility. Carolina has lots.
The Leafs got screwed by the salary cap and the pandemic there, and they thought they would be in a position where there's more room, and they never were. And the Hurricanes are in a position where the cap's only going to go up, and there is a ton of room, and they can just add to this really good team that they have. So I think there's an upgrade in goal, whether it's Bussy and Kochekov just be the guys and they step up and they are the guys going forward, which I think they should be. And then it's that next thing in the forward group that they need. Their defense, I think, is great. Like, I wouldn't mess with that.
I love their defense.
Yeah.
Love their defense. Okay. All right. I just wanted to check. Now I want to kind of look around the league just a little bit here, because last night we had a lot of games, and specifically there were a couple that stood out. First off, the Predators beat the Panthers in another game of who's worstest.
Woo!
2-1 for the Predators in overtime. So, you got to love that.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. A lot of Atlantic Division teams lost last night. So the Lightning lost to the Penguins in regulation. The Senators lost to the Rangers in regulation. The Blue Jackets beat the Red Wings in a shootout. And that's a big deal.
No, you make up a point.
Well,
That's how I'm looking at every damn game.
you're looking at that right now, like that, until they get into the playoffs.
It's funny. Like last year, I didn't pay attention to this at all, and now, like literally every win could move you up four spots.
Right. And I want to know, when you look at the division, I'm just going to pull it up here. I want to know if you're a believer in any of the Atlantic Division teams and where they stand right now. And the first one I want to bring your attention to are the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have lost 2 straight, but are still 7-3-0 in their last 10. They are leading the division.
They got jobbed.
Do you guys believe? Yes, they did. And I want to get into that. Do you guys believe that the Tampa Bay Lightning are for real?
Yeah.
Jesse, do you believe they're for real?
Yes.
Boston Bruins, number 2 in the division. They've got 32 points. 5-5-0 in their last 10. Do you believe in the Boston Bruins?
Yes, in that they are going to be contending for a playoff spot all year. They still might not make it.
Jesse.
Yeah, I think they'll be in the playoff hunt by March.
3rd in the division, Montreal Canadiens. Believer or non-believer? Had a great start, fell off a little bit lately, 4-5-1 in their last 10. Still 3rd in the division, though.
Mm-hmm. You need saves and you need living, breathing human beings, and they're running out of both. But I would say, yeah, I believe in them, but that needs to get fixed.
The Detroit Red Wings, who round out the top 4 in the division. This is where we'll stop. Do you believe in the Detroit Red Wings? 4-4-2 in their last 10. This is how mid the division is. Like,
I know.
Everybody's 500 in their last 10.
They're along the same lines as the Bruins.
Jesse, you still believe in the Detroit Red Wings?
Yeah, they'll be like 7 through 10.
Okay. Now, there are 2 teams in the Atlantic Division currently with a positive goal differential. Name them.
In the Atlantic?
Yeah.
The Leafs.
No.
Yeah, I think they're like +3.
They are.
Yeah. They've scored a shit ton of goals.
So who's the other one?
That's so dumb. Ottawa.
Tampa Bay.
Damn it. That's the obvious answer. That's why I ignored it.
And the Leafs have allowed the most goals in the division, or second most goals in the division, third most actually, because Boston has got 93, Montreal's got 94, Toronto's got 91 allowed.
You know what we're going to have to start doing at some point, especially if the Leafs like consistently turn it around? We're going to have to look at like the Leafs goals allowed or whatever, like by like weekly cycles, sort of thing.
So like follow it by like chunks?
Well,
Weekly
because
chunks?
they were so unbelievably bad at keeping the puck out of their net for like 6 weeks that it's going to affect their stats for the entire rest of the year.
Right.
They could be the best defensive team in hockey for the rest of the year and probably not squeak into the top 5, maybe even 10, just because of how bad they were.
Mm-hmm.
They were something that started with a 3 in every category, 30th, 31st, or 32nd. They were so friggin' bad, but they got it back on the rails.
Now, you already see me in True Classic t-shirts every single show because I love wearing them. But did you know, Jesse Blake and Steve Dangle, that True Classic also makes pantaloons?
What?
This is a nice pair of jeans
Mm-hmm.
that
Look at
True
that.
Classic made.
Look at that. And they actually are extremely comfortable. They're that's the thing about the denim is it is stretchy too.
Yeah, it's the good denim where you can like do things in them.
You know what? I have a pair of these.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, these look familiar. Let me
are
feel them.
these them?
I think they might literally be them. They make your
No,
butt
I mean
look
these
awesome.
these literal pants.
No, because they still have a tag on them.
Oh,
Mine
okay.
are quite used.
Yeah, are they?
Oh,
A lot of farts in them.
I put my butt in those
A
things.
lot of farts.
And some.
Would you say that they cup your bottom well, much like the t-shirts cup my arms and make them look huge?
Oh, yeah. I always, when I look at my butt, I go, this looks like Adam's jacked biceps.
Oh, I like that. That's good. That's a true classic bottom.
Just
and
he's
true
fighting
classic
for his
tops.
life right now.
By the way, these make a perfect gift this holiday season. I always find things like stocking stuffers can get like really expensive because you tend to put little things in them. How about getting a couple of true classic t-shirts and a pair of jeans and just stuffing them in the sock and look, I gave you an outfit for Christmas.
Steve, right now, we've wrapped the jeans around his neck, and he is Lenny Kravitz.
He's a jean sash. There you go. So if you want true classic pants, shirts, whatever, they sell them at Amazon. They sell them at Target. They sell them at Costco and Sam's Clubs. Or you can head over to trueclassic.com, use the promo code Dangle, and grab the perfect gift for everyone on your list. Tampa Bay specifically was pretty... Jon Cooper was pretty mad after Tampa lost yesterday.
He loves a pulpit, eh?
I don't know if do we want to bring up his clips, Jesse, do you think?
Sure.
Because here's the deal. Brandon Hagel scored a goal, and it was disallowed. And can you walk us through why it was disallowed?
So Tampa's down a goal. They're trying to tie it. They're in the offensive zone. Puck comes around the glass, and it's coming for Brandon Hagel. Your instinct in that moment is going to be to get a hand up. And it comes up. It makes contact with the puck. Does he score straight from there, or does a teammate take it?
A teammate takes it.
Which makes it a hand pass.
Yep.
Which they then review it, and it nullifies it. So they call the tying goal back because the NHL said, no, we've already met our quota for overtime games this entire season. We're going to have to reduce a little bit here. Jon Cooper talked about the spirit of the rule and everything. Like when I hear hand pass, I think a hand passing. That's not what this was.
This is a hand deflection, you would say?
It went off it. Like, this isn't soccer. It's allowed to touch your hand. So Cooper's like, we were left with two options. It's Hagel lets the puck hit him in the face, or you just let the other team take it, which I think is garbage.
Yeah, which they do consistently. Like if somebody touches it with a high stick and they let the other team, when they all kind of stand around, they let the other teams touch it, and then the other team won't.
Yeah.
And the ref blows it dead. This to me is like, how is the rule written? Is the rule written where it's literally it can't touch your hand? Because if it's written like that, then there's no yelling about this, Jon Cooper. But if it's written where it needs to be deliberate, then there's a point. So that's the only thing that's up for interpretation there.
My guess is he has no legal argument, because the rule is if it goes off your hand and your teammate touches it, it's a hand pass.
So if the rule, I'll look it up. I'll pull up the rule book and I'll bring it up. But if the rule is written like that, then like, okay, we can't be subjective with the literal law.
Right, it's rule.
Yes, and you're right.
I was speeding, but I wasn't. I was going the rest of traffic, But you were speeding.
Damn. That's
By the way, that is a legitimate argument that passes in court.
So yeah,
pace of traffic is an actual thing.
Okay, well, I wasn't. It was just an example.
Yep.
I wasn't specifically talking about traffic.
But
talking about the Cooper hand situation. So here's Jon Cooper. Let's play it.
It's a silly outcome.
Yeah.
I guess there's a couple things. Okay, did he mean to do it, or was it deflected? Was there an advantage gained or not? And you could really debate whether an advantage was gained. Did Brandon Hagel direct that puck knowing exactly where it was going? No. Would you sit here today and say Brandon Hagel was maybe protecting his face from a puck hitting it, or protecting some part of his body? If I threw this microphone at you right now, would you put your hand up to stop it? Hell yeah, you would.
Who's the reporter who says hell yeah?
Of the rule. Was that the spirit of the rule from him taking it in the face? If that, okay, let me do that. And I think that's where we get that wrong. And that's not what happened. And he didn't direct any pucks. That was a bang play. There were tons of guys around it. Turned out we got it first. A lot of the game developed after that, and then a puck went in the net. So is that a really frustrating one for me? It is. I think you read the rule book, which we did, and then you try and dissect what happened in the play, and then you take it all into consideration. It's laughable that got overturned, and but in the end it did. So can't cry over that. Bottom line is we should never put it in that situation anyway. So that's our bad that we got to that situation. But I think in the spirit of the rule, come on, that's a goal all day.
Is it more frustrating because it wasn't called on the ice there?
Well, again, it's like, I don't know, things happen on the ice. The game is fast. Refs get most of it right. None of them thought it was a hand pass. There's 4 of them. So, it's the evils of video replay. Now there's eyes on everything and camera angles, and now it's judgment calls. And in the judgment of everybody playing the game, that was not a hand pass. In the judgment of somebody judging in another city, that it was deemed to be video. Somebody that's not even in Florida is making that call. That can be a little bit frustrating.
John, they can't sense. Okay,
I guess
now John is a great lawyer, but let me read you the rule, because remember, we are trying to take intent out of the game in terms of it. I don't give a shit.
It's hard to prove.
Sorry, I don't give a shit what the intent is. What happened, right? And I would, if I were the Penguins, or if they were playing the Leafs, I'd be like, no, his fucking hand touched it. And so let's look at this. 79.1 is the rule, hand pass. A player shall be permitted to stop or bat a puck in the air with an open hand or push it along the ice with his hand, and play shall not be stopped unless, in the opinion of the on-ice officials, he has directed the puck to a teammate or has allowed his team to gain an advantage, and subsequently possession and control of the puck is obtained by the player of the offending team, either directly deflected off any player or official. If, in the opinion of the on-ice officials, the puck has deflected off a player's hand and no advantage has been granted, it will constitute a violation for the purpose. It will not constitute a violation for the purposes of this rule. So, and then there's obviously the closing hand on puck, which is different.
So there's subjectivity there.
Certainly there is, but Steve, I would say that they absolutely gained an advantage, whether it was intended or not. They gained an advantage.
Yeah.
Intention doesn't matter. That's the point here, right? Intention does not matter.
Read the first bit one more time.
Player shall be permitted to stop or bat a puck in the air with his open hand or push it along the ice with his hand, and the play shall not be stopped unless, in the opinion of the on-ice officials, he has directed the puck to a teammate or has allowed the team to gain an advantage, and subsequently possession and control of the puck is obtained by a player of the offending team.
Okay. Based on that wording, you're right. It doesn't say intention.
Now, I love what Jon Cooper does here because he's brilliant.
He's the best litigator in the league.
And I get the fans on side with that, but the reality of the rule is that that's the rule.
The Leafs played 13 playoff games against these guys in a span of 2 years, and each one of them was exhausting.
Yeah.
Because they're the best litigators in the league. The greatest example of the Jon Cooper lightning that I can think of is Steven Stamkos has one hand gesturing at the ref, politicking for a call, while punching Auston Matthews with the other hand.
Yep. Yeah.
And I was just like, that's the lightning in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's why they've been to 3 straight finals. That's them in a nutshell. I think that's the
Lightning are courtroom brawlers. The Panthers are back alley brawlers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They're perfect for each other. God, I hope they play each other again.
It's great.
It's a shitty outcome. I understand why he's pissed, but I mean, you're right. They gained an advantage. They did.
Couple of things with what Jon Cooper said there. One, pulling the Toronto card is fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
That's a all-timer there. Thank you for doing that.
He has a ring in his house. He has a ring in his house because his team gained an unfair advantage over a Toronto team that got jobbed. The 2012 Calder Cup final. The Game 3 overtime winner, scored by Mike Koska. After the game, the American Hockey League released a statement going, that was offside. we missed it, our bad. And it's like, oh, do we like replay overtime? No, you're just down 3-0 now. Have fun.
Yeah.
Against a team full of players that have been the foundation of the Lightning for over a decade. People don't forget, John. Yes, Jesse?
Pulling the Toronto, the people not even in Florida, we know where they are, John. Great line. Second, he says, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it because that's the result. He spent 2 minutes and 15 seconds literally crying about the call. And he sat there and he cried about it, saying, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. Well done, John.
That's great.
Master class in how to handle these things.
It's great.
If I was a Lightning fan, I'd die for him.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a reason he is the best coach in the league.
Never won a Jack Adams.
Doesn't need it.
Yeah.
He's won a cup.
Crazy.
Stanley Cups.
Yeah,
those are the Jack Adams. It's the same with the GM of the Year trophy. It's so ridiculous.
You get a
It's the
Jack
fucking
Adams ring?
Stanley Cup. Yeah.
He probably doesn't want to win the Jack Adams. You get fired right now.
Yeah, that too.
That's why he's been employed for so long. You're right. Yeah. No, it's what number do you put on it and just get a Cooper jersey? Like, he's the longest tenured guy. Actually, no, it's Victor Hedman. It's crazy how long some of those guys have been there. Wow.
Adam, there's a story that relates to Jon Cooper, and I don't know if you had it on your list, but Jon Cooper and Team Canada. With that,
I was going to go Bednar, but yes, sure.
That directly relates to this because I think he illuminated who's gonna be on this team.
Okay,
and he hinted directly at who it's going to be. So, like, Jon Cooper is going to be the head coach of Team Canada, but also the GM. One of the many GMs that they have associated with the team is Julien Brisebois, along with Doug Armstrong and Kyle Dubas and Ryan Getzlaff, who works in Department of Player Safety, is always also in the management group. And Pierre LeBrun spoke to Doug Armstrong, and he got some hints about how they're going to build this team because everybody's wondering, are Macklin and Bedard going to make it? And he got this quote from Armstrong about the way Jon Cooper wants to coach this team.
Okay.
And I think it tells us that Tom Wilson is 100% going to be on this team. Is how I read this thing. This is what Pierre LeBrun wrote in The Athletic here. At the end of the day, head coach Jon Cooper, who has a lot of sway in these roster conversations, wants to coach a certain type of team. That's important to remember as the final roster decisions are made, all of which will be reinforced in these 3 days of meetings. So they're having 3 days of meetings starting on Sunday through like Tuesday in Florida. All these GMs that I just mentioned are meeting. This is what Armstrong said. These are important meetings to just make sure we're all on the same page as far as style of play. What player represents the style we want to play? We've talked to the coaches and we understand some of the things that are important to them. A lot of things are important to them, and we're trying to create a team, not an all-star team, but a competitive team. That is them soft launching. We're going with Tom Wilson and Cirelli over Macklin and Bedard.
Well, so
that's how I interpreted this.
I think.
Let me know if you think I'm wrong.
I think Konechny's out.
Yes.
Can I give you another name? I was on the Four Nations roster. I've played 21 games, so I haven't been fully healthy. I've played 21 games. I have 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. I'm minus 11.
Ooh. Oh, that's bad.
Who am I?
3 goals.
Mark Stone.
I'll give you a hint. They were on the ice for Canada when they won.
I don't fucking remember that.
I'll give you another clue. They were on, they've been on Jon Cooper's team their entire lives.
Point?
Braden Point.
No,
he's on the team.
He's on the team.
Yeah.
He's already been named.
He's already.
Has he actually?
Yeah, he was one of the first that were named. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Well, he's been brutal.
but he's Braden Point.
Hey,
That's
it's
great.
Sam Bennett until recently.
Steve,
Sam Bennett's been better lately.
you got to throw on the red and white and the maple leaf and cheer for Braden Point.
Oh.
Get aboard.
All right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, like, I mean, if you, I mean, with Bennett, we go, well, he just won the Conn Smythe. You want to go back and look at Braden Point's friggin' not just career, but playoff career. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He makes this team every time. If we're looking for guys who might not make the team because they've been bad, statistically, he meets the criteria to maybe get the boot. But if they already friggin' name the guy,
one of the OGs,
which, by the way, my brain won't register those names.
that's okay.
Because I think that's just a ridiculous thing to do. Like, why can't you just be like, oh, never mind?
No, points going. I think if Macklin and Connor are on this team, they are the extra skaters for sure. They're not making opening day roster. And I think Tom Wilson's in there. I think Jon Cooper is soft launching there through Doug Armstrong. I want a hard checking style of game, and I don't want an all-star team. I don't want those kids with their flashy Michigans and all that stuff. I want hard-nosed hockey, and that's Tom Wilson.
No team of Zegrises.
Exactly.
That's
how I interpreted Cooper.
I agree. And you know what's interesting is that obviously, with Chris Johnston and Michael Russo put out that crazy article in The Athletic about how the Olympic ice size is 3.5 feet shorter than it should be. And I'm already of the opinion that ice is too small anyway with how big people are, but there's not much you can do. If you decide to fill the ice with enormous human beings, that's a benefit when the ice is smaller, especially a guy like Tom Wilson. You're going to run out of space quickly when he's chasing a defenseman down, right? And they're gonna make you pay for it. And so I'm curious about, okay, if you do that, one of the things that I worry about is that teams in 2 and 3 game clumps can run into a scoring deficit.
Sure.
Now, I know this team's got McDavid, but I saw him struggle for a month to score goals. I know this team has Sidney Crosby. He never struggles. Unless he's got a concussion because somebody beamed him.
And that was a very long time ago.
Nathan McKinnon does have some downspouts, but pretty rare.
Yeah, he scores 3 points a night instead of 4.
Yeah, but there are times where I'm like, okay, wouldn't it be cool if you can have a shutdown fourth line? Jon Cooper is known for having like a bastard third line and a shutdown fourth line, right? Like I'm thinking like Blake Coleman and Barclay Goodrow. Remember that line? Yeah. What a fucking pain that was.
How dare you leave off Yanni Gord?
Yanni Gord, of course.
Who they got back, by the way.
Could they possibly look at, is it like, I don't know, top line is Marner, McDavid, Tom Wilson. I don't know what you're putting Tom Wilson.
Yeah.
And then Nathan McKinnon, whoever. Can the third line
Mac
sometimes...
and Crosby play together, I think.
Can you at least bring Celebrini and Bedard and play them one game against Team Italy? And so especially Celebrini.
I think there's enough games that they can get into something if they're the scratches, but
and just be wingers.
The gold medal game, they're not getting in.
The line that was on the ice that won was McDavid, Marner, Point.
Nice.
So, Stone was in the top 6.
Stone's in the conversation, according to Pierre LeBrun, as maybe one of the names that could be taken off.
I mean, he's
broken.
He's broken, right?
You look at guys, he wrote this, you look at guys like Seth Jarvis and Mark Stone perhaps being replaced. Konechny is the one he's going with, replacing Tom Wilson, getting in there ahead of Konechny.
Yeah.
And then the guys who would be in the conversation for those spots, potentially the Jarvis, Stone, and Konechny spots, or Wilson, as I mentioned, Macklin, Bo Horvat, Suzuki, Wyatt Johnson, Scheifele, and the Bedard.
Wyatt Johnson's been freaking great.
So
too.
there's some more goals. Like if you want to bring a guy like Suzuki over Stone, I get that.
I get that too.
Like that's an easy one for me.
And Suzuki's really strong on defense. Listen, Mark Stone at his best is a takeaway god. He's a neutral zone killer. The thing is, so is Nick Suzuki. Like no one's given Nick Suzuki a ton of credit on that because he plays with Caulfield and their offense is so great or whatever. Nick Suzuki's a phenomenal defensive center and can play the wing because he's a center. Who cares? And I look at this and I go, okay, are we asking for Mark Stone from a couple years ago, or are we asking for Nick Suzuki, what he brings now? Because Mark has already been injured. Like that to me, I don't want this to become. I'm really concerned about the 2016 or was it 2004, whatever it was, where they brought all the old guys and Crosby didn't make it.
2006.
Yeah.
Like that year was a disaster. It was a top story. What the hell did Canada do?
Who knocked them off in a 2-0 shutout?
I have no idea.
Switzerland.
Cool.
Martin Gerber.
Wow. Future Leaf, Martin Gerber.
Future Leaf.
Yeah.
He won the cup that year as a backup.
This is what I'm saying, right? Like you got to have.
Do people call him the Gerber baby?
They should have.
They did.
I don't remember.
They did. People don't remember, but in Toronto, he was Darth Gerber.
Yeah, he had a good. He had a good run here.
Because instead of having a plain black mask, I fucked it up. Instead of having a plain white mask, he had a plain black mask. So he was Darth Gerber. That's a deep.
He had deep cut
on
the 08-09 Leafs. He had a .905 save percentage.
He was straight up good, and people were mad about it because they're like, lose games though.
Yeah.
Like, because he was brought in late too. What was his record?
With the Leafs, 6-5-0.
What? Like, he cost them. Brian Burke wanted Braden Shen at 5th so bad, and he actively did everything in his power to not pick that high.
Yeah, but he's trying to win games.
You know what he could have?
Why?
Yo,
You're
Jesse,
not making the playoffs, Brian.
If Brian Burke was serious, then waive him.
Like, the hell?
Waive him, dude.
I think it's because guys got hurt.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he traded for him or got him off. I think he got him off waiver.
Well, there you go. Anyway.
He got Kadri 7th. He did okay, but like,
Yeah, still a great pick.
I'm going to be real happy at the end of the Sweden-Canada game when Jon Cooper is speaking on our behalf.
Yeah.
And he says the most pompous ass shit.
he's
into
not a
mic.
baby. He's a thought leader. He's brilliant. He's revered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, there's all these guys. Wait till I start talking about the integrity of Brad Marchand,
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, there's a
you
guy.
can't mess with that.
who I've always supported.
You know what? He's never, the one thing about Brad is throughout his career, he's never really put a foot wrong. You know?
Oh, never.
My biggest
Or a
regret
tongue.
with how this thing's going to play out is that we didn't get Paul Maurice and Jon Cooper together.
Yeah.
doing
Oh,
this
man.
stuff.
You imagine them a dueling press conference? Just so much gas and wind between the two of them. It would be like that South Park episode where they're smelling their own farts in San Francisco. Just crazy.
John with a 4-minute and 50-second sermon on why he disagreed with the call, and Paul Maurice going, "That was fucking horseshit."
That's a good Paul
Honestly,
Maurice.
it would be bad for Canadian foreign policy.
All
Everybody
you
would
gotta
hate us
do
after
is
that.
Let barely anything come out, and then that's it.
Hey, what are you petting there, Steve?
An aura frame
And for anybody listening to this, why would you want to be petting an aura frame?
to absorb its aura, and also because it's just a great product and an even better gift.
Why is it a great gift?
Because some of us have relatives that are technologically not good at technology. And
Are these the Facebook meme sharing types?
yes. Is this real followed by the least real thing that you've ever seen? Well, you can put something real in your aura frame.
What if you loaded your Aura frame with a bunch of AI videos?
Oh man.
That would be mean. Suppose you could.
Like, what if your parent likes that? What if they're like, I like the videos where my dog is like skiing. So you load up in a bunch of like, oh, here's your dog doing housework.
You know what?
You know?
Jesse brings up a great point, because we keep talking about the aura frame as just a gift for your parents. That's not true.
Yeah.
You could also get aura frames for the boys and just send each other memes all day.
I was thinking, Steve, your Aura frame needs hockey highlights.
Oh.
Load in just Auston Matthews doing cool stuff, maybe junior highlights. Oh, wow. Could play on a loop in
You know
there.
what? Just throw YouTube videos in there.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's a great thing, Jesse. You make it's unlimited photos and video in
I
your
thought
app.
bird pictures was a great idea. and I
throw
have done that.
highlights. Throw the
Highlights.
early 2000s Leafs in there. So we have the rights to those.
The aura frame we have at home is actually already full of hockey highlights. It's
Oh,
just
nice.
Leo's.
Why don't you get a real player in that frame though?
Whoa! Whoa!
How do we get one of these?
Well, you just go buy it. AuraFrames.com, $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code SDP at checkout. That's Aura, AURA frames.com, promo code SDP. This deal is exclusive to listeners of this show, and frames sell out fast. So order yours now and get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout, and terms and conditions apply. Hello, hockey fans. The 2026 Connor McDavid OHL Top Prospects game presented by Enbridge Gas is headed to Peterborough Memorial Centre in Peterborough, Ontario on Wednesday, January 16th, 2026. And they gave us the trophy.
Look at that.
That's actually that's the real trophy that'll be presented.
It is substantial.
It's heavy. Now, even more exciting news, SDPN will be the official in-game hosts for the event. We'll be in Peterborough starting Tuesday, the 15th of January. There's going to be the Top Prospects game presented by Milk, the U16 AAA Top Prospect Showcase at Miskin Law Community Complex. And not only will we be on site Tuesday, but we will be hosting a live on location SDPN podcast right there at the arena. And then we'll be a part of the game on Wednesday, which is pretty cool too. Do not miss your opportunity to see some of the top prospects in the upcoming NHL draft face off against each other. Tickets for the 2026 Connor McDavid OHL Top Prospects game are extremely limited. So get yours right now at Ticketmaster.ca. Also, keep an eye out for a potential ticket drop on December 16th, but don't tell anyone. I want to ask you guys this question, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And it has to do with another team that we have not talked about enough, but I think is a sleeper to win gold medal. And I would put, if I was betting money on it, I'd be putting money on this team, okay? And that would be Team Sweden. Now, they got a decision to make.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to give you some stats from the guys that were on the Four Nations roster, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Rasmus Andersson, 20 points this season.
He picked it up.
Yeah, he really did. He really, really did recently. I think he did like a 9-point week a couple weeks ago. Matthias Ekholm, 13 points in 28 games. Rasmus Dahlin, 17 and 24. Jonas Brodin, 9 and 27. Gustav Forsling, Stanley Cup winner, 12 and 26. Victor Hedman, 12 assists in 15 games. That's pretty good. When he plays, he scores. And Erik Karlsson with 18 and 26. Also very good, right? Strong. Lots of scoring. Okay. I'm going to give you one more. Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Interesting.
20 points in 27 games. He had 29 in 77 last year. At his peak in Arizona, it wasn't Phoenix anymore. He had 55 points.
I think he played when it was called.
He did. But I'm just talking about that one season.
All right.
This is a guy that perennially got over 40 points until he joined the Vancouver Canucks, and it kind of went south. 32 with the Panthers a couple of years ago, and that Stanley Cup winning team. 29 last year with the Leafs, 20 already this year. Is there a case? And he plays like a dick, too.
Yes.
Like, it's not like Oliver Ekman-Larsson of old. This man is, I'm not saying he was ever soft, but he's a dick to play against. People hate this guy.
He's a grumpy old man.
He is a grumpy old man. Do you think, and I'm going to give you the names again, some of them have already been named, so it's probably, Rasmus Andersson, Matthias Ekholm, Rasmus Dahlin, Jonas Brodin, Gus Forsling, Victor Hedman, already been named, Erik Karlsson, already been named. So
what I was trying to count there is guys who play the right. Because OEL's played most of the season on the right.
Yeah. Hedman and Karlsson are righties.
Oh, Karlsson too.
Oh, no, Hedman's a lefty. What am I talking about?
I don't know. There's an argument. I don't think he goes.
No. Like a guy you didn't even name there, Hampus Lindholm, ahead of OEL.
Yeah.
You have Hampus Lindholm ahead of OEL?
Yeah.
But he's
In
been
general.
bad this year. And
That's okay.
He's been extremely injured the last few years. No, he's been like bad. Guys.
That's okay. I have him ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know that he's the same guy anymore.
It's the same Braden Point thing. Like, I'm not taking OEL over Hampus Lindholm.
10 points in 21 games.
All these
Okay,
front
the
offices,
points aren't like for defense? Like,
But
front
Hampus Lindholm's
offices-
games points.
all these front offices are hell-bent on not picking the hot hand. Right? Like, again, these hockey guys, we keep talking about like, oh, we're not going to make an emotional decision. No, you're just a different version of stubborn than I am. Right? Instead of going with the hot hand, you're going with the legacy guy. Like, you're stealing money by scouting games then. Like, Doug Armstrong was at a game the other day. How come? You picked the team in the summer. All these
Tom Wilson's going to get in there, Steve.
Yeah, like, why are any of these executives still watching games? You've already picked the team.
Mm-hmm.
I think you listed 5 guys who there's no debate about.
Yeah.
It's Dahlin, Hedman, Forsling, Karlsson, Anderson. Like, there's no...
I would... So the thing is that up until last week, I would have taken OEL over Rasmus Anderson.
Really?
Rasmus Anderson had a horrible start, man. Most of his points have been in the last... Literally like 12 of his points have been in the last 2 weeks.
I don't care about points.
What about
You're
play?
asking guys to play defense.
Yeah, and his
You have
skating's not
Erik
great.
Karlsson. You have Erik Karlsson for the points part of the defense. You have Dahlin there can contribute, but like he's going to be playing the defense part of the defenseman.
Yeah.
Like I'm not searching for that out of this team.
OEL's been a very solid defensive player. Like, even last night he had 2, I think, really good poke checks. But like, is that enough to get you on the team?
So
Now-
I was saying. So I think you got 5. Or if you disagree, if you think there's only 4, let me know.
I'd be fine with Jonas Brodin being left off if you don't want to debate Rasmus Andersson.
Okay, so it's 5. Then we have Brodin, Simon Edvinsson, Ekholm, and OEL, and Lindholm. There's 5 guys there for 3 spots because you're going to bring 2 extra defensemen.
Yep.
So 5 guys for 2 spots. It's not unreasonable that OEL can get ahead of one of those guys, but that's a hard 5 or hard 3 to crack out of those 5.
My answer is totally selfish. I am not enthusiastic about non-Canadian Leafs going to the Olympics. First of all, I'm going to have to cheer against you. Second of all, you're going to get hurt. Please don't.
So you're hoping they leave him off just so he can rest.
Yeah. You know what?
You know what, too? It might make him really angry, and then he goes on a tear when they get back.
If any members of Sweden's management team are listening to the show right now, Willie's been awful.
He's hurt.
He's terrible.
Not engaged, I'd say.
A bad attitude. And a terrible shot. Ugly, too. Really terrible hair.
Yeah, the beard's got to go.
It's got to go. It's got to go.
Yeah.
If you want to tell me OEL's the 3rd best out of that group, I'll hear it.
Okay.
It's not unreasonable that he
out of the second group.
Out of the 5 that are left over for the 3 spots, it's not unreasonable that he can be the 3rd best.
Nah. I think he's the... How many guys you list?
What's your ranking?
How many guys did you list?
5.
He's 5th.
What's your ranking? What's your ranking out of those?
What are the names? It's Brodin.
Left over is Brodin, Lindholm, OEL, Edvinsson, Ekholm.
So Ekholm's
3 spots.
Not had the best year in Edmonton, but I do think that they're going to be like, well, but look at how great he's been in the playoffs.
That's kind of a collection of guys who what great in the playoffs. He barely played in the playoffs last year.
But the previous year.
Okay. Time keeps on slipping.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, I put OEL in. I worry about Hampus Lindholm and those injuries. I really do. He had a crazy year when he went to Boston the first time.
Bruins fans feel the same way I do. No, he's been bad.
Oh, they want him to sit and
of
just
course
be ready. Yeah.
Oh no, you're jacked.
Because McAvoy's been out too. I think he's lost 20 pounds because he couldn't eat.
See, that's different. Plays for Team USA.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. They need
they want to win.
Healthy, right?
Yeah. They
Is anybody going to do their ranking?
I'm going to be honest, and this is going to sound insane. For that secondary group, in terms of the season they're having, there's an argument for one.
He's having the best season of them.
That's what I'm saying, Brooksy.
And that's what I would put him.
And it's not just points, and it's the versatility of being able to play either side, which I know a few of those guys can do. I'm pretty sure Dahlin plays both. I don't know if any of the righties do.
Man, Rasmus Dahlin can do anything. That guy rocks.
Yeah, he's really good.
But what I'm saying is I put OEL up there. Do
you bring a young guy in Edvinsson?
Do you think he's done enough? I don't have a comment on that.
He's good. He's big on a tiny ice surface.
Yeah, and it is an older defense core.
Yeah.
Right?
So, well, like, I'll tell you what doesn't make any sense. Bringing, like, Ekholm and OEL. You know what I mean? Like, you bring one or the other.
Well, then they're going to defer, I think. Well, I mean, listen, if we're going back a couple of years to the playoff Ekholm had, OEL's team beat him. Now, he didn't have the playoff. Remember? It was the first Panthers Cup.
Oh, yeah. I was like, when did the Canucks beat? Oh, right.
The Panthers, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He won a cup with them. So I don't know. His playoff was not as good
as their PP1 QB in the final.
Yes, that's also true.
People forget that. Man.
Half a point a game player in the playoffs, too. I think. Well, with the Leafs last year,
you know what? Some guys, OEL, chief among them, at least in Toronto, are having the kind of season where you go, where did this come from? Oh, I didn't even think of the Olympics because OEL was signed to be like a third pair guy here. I never would have predicted he'd be on the right side of the top pair.
You think it's a carrot and he's chasing it all season long?
Hell yeah. Or, he just is capable of playing very good hockey. Still, maybe he had a few years off. His body felt shitty.
Did you complete your 3?
1.
Yeah, but what are the other 2?
What do you mean?
Your 3 that you're picking out of the 5.
Oh, I need it again.
I'm going to go. Okay,
so Lindholm, Ekholm, OEL,
Edvinsson.
Brodin. Brodin. Oh, Brodin's pretty good too.
See, I'd go OEL Brodin. And then if you want to go young, okay, fine. I could listen to Edvinsson, sure.
I think I'm siding with you guys that OEL is on this team, and I'm gonna put him in that last spot. I think he's 8. I think he's 8.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's for me. It's Lindholm makes the team. I think he's got to be there. We'll put OEL there. But then I'm scratching Ekholm, and that doesn't make sense.
But he's not been very good.
But if I'm an Oilers fan, I'm like, if anyone from Team Sweden is watching this, Mattias Ekholm stinks.
You know what? I'm leaving OEL off.
Wow.
I'm going Ekholm, Edvinsson, Lindholm, Brodin, and OEL.
So now the question is, what does Jesse have against the city of Edmonton?
What?
Why does he hate them?
I picked
Because he's
Ekholm.
from Toronto.
Yeah. The city of Edmonton probably wants him to relax.
Yeah. Okay. I did my 3.
Wow.
You guys, file your papers. What's your last call? This is a hard one.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I want to bring it up. I'm like, it's not one that people are focused on, but I think it's a good one.
Brodin, Edvinsson.
If you don't pick OEL, I'm gonna.
You're leaving home Ekholm and Lindholm.
Yeah, so that OEL can spend the rest of the season pissed off about it and playing that way. Brodin, Edvinsson. Ekholm.
Ekholm.
There you go.
Wow.
Thought about Lindholm.
We also might be like criminally underrating Jonas Brodin, but
I had him.
I had him too.
I guess it's just me then. My bad.
Yeah, but
I think he's.
I had him better.
Listen, he's a good player on a good team. I'm not hating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying it's like it's one of those things that I'm hoping OEL. Listen, if he's the 8th defenseman, Steve, it's not like he's playing all that much anyway, right? He can still.
I don't even want him sleeping on those Olympic Village beds.
They are looking very small and uncomfortable.
I want him.
I'm putting Brodin on my team.
Sleeping on nothing but down.
Sleeping on nothing but down.
My God. I want him getting all rested up. I want him in a cryogenic chamber. I want any Leaf who's not at the Olympics to be healing up like Goku for the rest of the season, okay?
Matthews should stay home, in all honesty.
Also been terrible. Just leave him off.
Remember when he had a wrist injury and went to 4 Nations? And they were like, no one's keeping him home from 4 Nations. And we're like, that's kind of your job.
Jesse.
And then they sat him like the 3rd round robin game because they're like, we need to rest him up for the finals because he's a little injured. It's like, why is he there if he's injured?
We need to talk about a moment. A sliding doors moment, as Kevin McGran would say. Matthews had 2 incredible chances to end the gold medal game at the 4 Nation faceoff. Number 1, how does that change his career? Mm-hmm. Number 2, how does that change the mood in this entire country over the past almost year?
He might be the most hated player in this country.
Yeah.
Number 3, could you ever look at him the same again?
No.
There'd
be a stank on it.
There was a lot of pride on the line for that.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
Knowing what I know about myself and how I felt about that tournament. Like, that was never something I even considered, is what if Matthews is the one to ice Canada? I never thought about that. And if it had happened, every slump, where was this in fucking February? I would have been so salty about it. And now I'm like, he blocked a couple shots. Like, I defend him at every turn.
6 last night.
Wow. That's really good. He blocked more shots than the Hurricanes. Mm-hmm. But if he iced Canada,
that would be a problem for you. There's one more thing, because I know we're getting deep into the show. There's one more thing we must hit. Okay? And the question is, and Jesse, I sent you the link on this a little while ago. The question is, what is goaltender interference?
Concept. That's it.
Poorly executed concept, perhaps?
No, it's guesswork.
I don't know if you saw the Islanders Avs last night.
I need to.
But Jared Bednar is frustrated. And it's because of this play. Now, this is a Kyle McLean goal 5 minutes into the first period. He digs the puck loose in a very chaotic sort of like everybody's in and whatever.
Flurry.
Bednar immediately challenged for goaltender interference. Now, based on his mood afterwards, you can imagine how that call went. That's right. They went on the PK. And I will give you the quotes before you see the play.
Interesting.
Goaltender interference is a joke. That's his lead line. If that's
really appreciating the eloquence of Jon Cooper here.
If that's not goalie interference, I don't know what is. You can't just shove the goalie's pads out of the way and create a loose puck. I'm getting them all wrong when I'm looking at challenges around the league, so I'm kind of out of my mind. I'm not going to challenge unless it's obvious, but for me, it was obvious.
Interesting.
So I would like to know if what you guys see in this replay is the same, because the NHL actually released an explanation following his challenge.
Good.
Which is interesting. That makes it, that kind of ratchets it up a little bit, right?
I'll go a step further. They should do that for all of them. All of them.
They could have an intern do it.
Every challenge.
Yeah. Now,
how about you're the NHL? How about you fucking do it? Like, you know what I mean? Hire some people. What? Anyway, sorry.
Now the league did cite a rule too, so I'm gonna. Well, once you see the play, then I'll tell you how the league sees it, and we can go from there. And there is a over top shot, Jesse, that we're probably looking for on the replay if we can get to it. But it's this one. I'm pretty sure I'd crash out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I feel like I'd be mad about this one.
Where's the puck?
You can go ahead, Justin.
Puck is under Blackwood's pads, by the way.
Okay.
And Kyle McLean is the guy you're looking for on the left side, 32. Look at where his stick is. It's under the section of Blackwood.
So where's the puck?
Well, hang on. Comes out,
There.
and there it is. So he moves Blackwood essentially and is able to shovel this home. Okay, Blackwood was on his stomach, and then he was on his back, and the puck goes in the net.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So here's what the NHL said about it. Rule 69, nice, 0.7, which states, in a rebound situation or where the goaltender and attacking players are simultaneously attempting to play a loose puck, whether inside or outside the crease, incidental contact with the goalkeeper will be permitted.
Incidental?
And any goal that is scored is the result thereof will be, any goal that is scored as a result thereof will be allowed.
So if Blackwood doesn't try to do anything, like the way that's worded, if Blackwood just lays there like a fish, it's fine.
But he doesn't know where the puck is. It is under him, but he doesn't know where it is. But the ref does.
Okay.
The puck's also loose. Like, you can see it there.
Oh, there it is.
This is the puck here. Like, McLean can see the puck.
But that's later, right? If you go back like a split second earlier, right?
No, like, it's there. Like, I assume from his angle, he can
see that.
I think it's right
under his knee.
Yeah, it's over
left
here.
knee.
Yeah.
Like, the puck is like here-ish, and then like Blackwood moves.
Okay, but
and then it comes out there.
Okay, so not even that. Look at go back a little bit. Where's Casey Cizikas' stick?
It's right under Blackwood's pad. Or right beside it at very least.
Over there.
It looks like he's shoving him. There are... at one point, there's like three Islanders.
Three Islander sticks are touching Blackwood. So
Yeah,
even
the puck
if it's
is
not,
loose.
even if the puck is loose, though, Jesse, do you think that Casey Cizikas doesn't get in the way of Mackenzie Blackwood making this play?
Look at McLean.
There's three guys with skates in the blue at various points.
Yeah, but the puck's out of the blue there. It's loose.
But I think that is the Islanders doing.
Yeah, because they're playing the puck because it's loose. I got no problem with this call.
Drew's gonna love this segment.
I'm on the side of the Islanders here.
Yeah, you're on.
If the puck is loose, I'm allowed to go try and get the puck.
Now, in the
Can you take it off the screen and we watch it not like screenshot?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now Steve.
Steve wants to see this play. So there you go. Steve's watching the whole replay.
Tell us what you're seeing, Steven.
No.
You got to do play. Islanders are cycling
Islanders
the puck.
blast it on. There's a flurry in front. They all just try to enter Blackwood at the same time. Oh, Jesus. Look at that. It's 6 minutes into the damn game, too. All right. Everyone's happy. They're celebrating.
I think
here's the replay.
An important part too is that the goal isn't scored on the shoving. It's taken out, and because it's loose, they're able to circle back and make a shot onto the net.
Yeah, a second later.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not scored because they like picked up Mackenzie Blackwood and put him in the net. The puck's loose the whole time, and Blackwood's moving so much that the puck comes in.
But Blackwood would have been able to put that other knee down had he not been shoved by Cizikas' stick. Right?
I don't think so.
I need to.
I think Blackwood's job here is to just to be quiet and sit down on the puck.
So the argument here, I assume. So Blackwood, yeah, it's under him, and he had control, and then he moved.
He did it. This is his own doing. Like
he moved with
right
no
there.
one on him.
It's that front view, this one, where you really see it. So here, Blackwood's there. He gets up, and he moves the puck.
And this is generated by Cizikas crashing the net, which made Blackwood sort of go, "Oh shit, it's behind me,"
which it wasn't.
Which it was not. So, if he just stays there, this goal probably doesn't. The shot
Justin,
never
you can do
happens.
this one. So throw that up, Justin. So this is the shot from the point. Blackwood is sitting on the puck, but he doesn't know he's sitting on the puck. So he gets up.
Yeah, there it is.
And then they play the puck.
So had he just turtled,
yeah,
it's fine.
Or just stayed sitting. Like he was in a position to cover the puck, but he didn't. He gets up because he doesn't know where it is. And once he gets up, Cizikas plays it.
So it was covered, but became loose, and the reason it became loose is Blackwood.
Yeah. So then he slides back and he kicks it over here where McLean sees the puck.
I think Gatcombe's stick gets in there.
No, he kicks it over here by getting up. Do you see the puck now over here where the mouse is? That's where the puck is because Mackenzie Blackwood decided to sit up because he didn't know where the puck was. It's his own doing, this whole thing. Goal, Islanders.
Now, I say this all the time when it comes to these reviews. Okay, fine. It's a goal. I think it's shitty that the Avs got a penalty for that.
Oh, I think the penalty after a challenge is one of the worst rules the NHL's got.
Couldn't they have one challenge where it's penalty free and then every challenge after that is penalty?
Because my whole thing with that is the idea of the challenge is to get the game right.
Right.
So why are you being penalized for trying to just get the correct thing
Because Jon
going?
Cooper would use it on every goal.
No, but like limit it to 2 if you still want, but it doesn't have to be a situation where you're being penalized for that. It's very silly.
You don't want to add subjectivity to it where like, yeah, you were wrong and also that was frivolous. But like to me, the problem was coaches got super frivolous with how they were challenging everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was ridiculous. So they made it a penalty if you're wrong. But okay, but what if it's close?
Yeah.
What if it is real close, like this, or like when something is offside by like a hair, like a hair? No, we're not talking the Matt Duchene thing or whatever. I don't know. I just don't think you should be penalized for things that like the naked eye couldn't possibly see.
Every scoring play in the NFL is automatically reviewed quickly by the booth or whoever's sitting at home doing it in the NFL replay official office or whatever it is. Why can't that be the same case with NHL goals?
I'd be down.
Well, it's apples to oranges, Jesse. The NFL is a professional sports league.
I think the NHL is too cheap.
They had the situation. They were this 15 years ago. No. And they said, well, you have 3 challenges. You lose a timeout if you're wrong in the challenge. If you want to challenge this touchdown, go ahead, throw your flag, whatever. And they were like, okay, the scoring plays are kind of really important.
Yeah.
Let's just get all of them right. And then if anything's close, we'll take a half a second before you kick that extra point to just look at it and make sure that it is a touchdown or not. And they do that with every scoring play. And guess what? It doesn't interrupt the flow of the game because they've gotten so good at it. Sometimes there's like an extra 30 seconds we gotta wait if it's a close play at the goal line, but they just do it and it's like, okay, referee, continue with the game. And the NHL should have that same system where you're not penalizing these coaches for just trying to figure out what the hell goalie interference is or not.
You'd like Bednar to have his head screwed on a little bit there because like I didn't realize this was 6 minutes into the game and then he's asked about it probably over 2 hours later. And he's still like,
steamed about it.
White hot,
probably
mad.
Probably hasn't had the chance to really review it either. I mean, I guess maybe in the regular season.
And like, I don't know. Yeah, there's a legitimate beef there, but like, I don't know, you're down 1-0. You're the Avs. Like, I think you'll live. You know, it does hurt to go down. Like, did they get scored on the power play?
They did not.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't. No.
I mean, it's one thing if now you're down 2-0.
Yeah, but it also throws off your flow at the beginning of the
Yes.
game. You can't get your best players out there.
You also
Still
you
annoying.
don't want to allow a goal you shouldn't have allowed.
Yeah.
You know.
So you're if we're looking at this in the cold light of day after sleeping on it, Mackenzie, just turtle, man.
Just stay there.
Be Mackenzie Driftwood. Just sit.
Oh,
Come on.
dare
Haha.
you.
Here was I'll play the audio. We can't play the video here, but here was the audio of Bednar talking about the goal the quote that Adam read earlier. Here's him saying it.
The first goal didn't necessarily decide the thing, but I mean, Gabe wasn't happy with the decision to, I mean, what did you
Hey,
see
listen,
there?
I think goalie interference is a joke. If it's not goalie interference, I don't know what is.
He
You
seems
can just
pretty
shove
chill
the
about it.
goalie's pads out of the way and then like create a loose puck. I mean, but I mean, I'm getting them all wrong when I'm looking at the challenges around the league. So, you know, I'm kind of having my mind. I'm not going to challenge unless it's obvious. But to me, it was obvious. I mean, like we've had bad periods, we've had bad stretches in our game that we've overcome. And, you know, I'm sure, like, I look at a lot of that game and I'm like, we're still digging in and we're down 4. We cut it to 2. Then they score on the power play. You know, like it's closer than you think, but it still wasn't good enough. So we just got to make sure the next one is.
It is their first regulation loss since October 25th.
Oh yeah, cry about it.
Yeah. Like I don't feel that bad for it.
They need to, I don't think a little adversity and waking up angry is bad for this team.
Yeah.
Because, holy shit.
Nathan McKinnon has probably smashed so many sticks at practice.
Oh, my God.
The guy lives on anger. I wonder if he gets happy in the summer and then progressively as August kicks in, he just starts to wake up pissed off.
No.
No? Does he just turn it on September 1st or is he just pissed off all year?
Pissed. All damn year.
Except for the Tim Hortons commercials.
Yeah. One day there's going to be a tourist attraction and it's just going to be called like the McKinnon groundhog holes. And it's going to be going all the way up Signal Hill. And it's just where his feet make contact with the fucking hill. Every stride he takes, just hating Signal Hill. It's going to be Signal Berm by the time he's done with it.
Wow.
He's just going to knock that shit down.
Wow. Signal Crater.
Signal
Right?
Valley.
Okay. I like that. I like that. All right. That's it for today's show. We're going to wrap it up there, right, Jess? Are we?
Yeah, do you have anything we need to plug again? Agent Provocateur, listen to it on
Agent
Sunday or
Provocateur.
Monday morning.
I do want to shout out all the listeners who came out to see Rick Westhead and I at the Kitchener Public Library last night. KPL, as we call it for short. Amazing conversation. Rick is so funny, man. As you guys know from having him on the show, you're just like, hey, Rick, what do you think about? And he's like, I got this. And then he just kind of goes. It was phenomenal. Lots of people came out to say hi, get their book signed, get a picture taken, and a lot of SDP listeners said hello. So I just wanted to shout them out.
If you're an F1 fan, this weekend's a big weekend. Adam and Tim Harani, who do our F1 show, Nailing the Apex, will have coverage all weekend long.
That's right.
Look out on the SDPN YouTube channel for that, or wherever you get your podcasts. Look for Nailing the Apex on your favorite podcast platform. Adam, who do you think is going to win?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go with my guy, Oscar Piastri. Oscar Piastri. I know. Yeah, Justin does not want. Justin is doing our switching today.
Adam, Justin, who wins?
Lando.
You think it's gonna be Lando?
Yeah, it's Lando.
Because Lando, if he finishes third or above, he wins. But Lando is kind of like the Leafs. The talent's there, but can he close it? Jesse.
I'm going to put $2 on Bowser.
Jesse, who do you think? Well, Bowser.
Steve, so your choices are a guy named Lando Norris, a guy named Max Verstappen, you've heard of him, and a guy named Oscar Piastri. Which one do you want? Oscar, Max, or Lando?
Give me Oscar.
You want Oscar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
taking Max.
You taking Max?
Yeah.
Oh, Justin would hate it. He would hate it.
Did I get it right?
Verstappen.
No?
No.
Did I get it right?
No, you got it wrong too.
I love Lando Norris, but I also love Oscar Piastri.
No, Lando's gonna lose the championship on the first corner.
You think so?
He's gonna be on the starting grid. He's gonna finish on pole out of the qualifying. He's gonna be on the starting grid. He's gonna shit. I don't know how to drive a car because that's what Lando does.
His
'cause he's a
starts are
choke
terrible.
artist.
His starts are terrible, and that's kind of the most important.
Choke artist.
When they get to the final lap, does it go? No, it
No, it doesn't.
Oh, then I'm lost.
It could be the greatest race we've seen probably in the last half decade. This year or this weekend. It's going to be amazing. Usually the title's wrapped up by now. So 3 cars going for it in the last race is almost unprecedented. It's going to be great.
The biggest waste of time in F1 history was last weekend doing a sprint race at Qatar where you can't pass anyone.
Yeah.
And
no,
it was just like, hey, everybody do a funeral procession around this track because it sucks.
Yep.
Anyways, that made me upset.
There's Justin Grant. Got to bring him on nailing the Apex Sport. Tim, he's there, by the way. He's in Abu Dhabi for this.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Is he picking up Steve's money?
Yes, he is actually. Yeah.
He's bringing it back with him, right?
Everybody's flown into town. So
Yeah.
Steve's new helicopter is actually on the
Steve,
way.
do you get it in cash or gold?
Both.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake. Connection complete.